Hi, everybody.
Hello.
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 Welcome in.
Oh my gosh.
I hope everyone's doing well.
What?
Roju?
Oh, I had you around the wrong way the whole time.
Oh my god, why can you boys never behave? Get back in your seats.
No.
Get your assigned seat in
You knew you had assigned seats, and
Oh,
I
but
caught
I'm
you.
Trish, and I
can't believe I got that right.
have a weirdly
No, you
masculine
can't.
voice
No.
for some strange reason.
Wow,
Okay.
that's
Wow.
an awful call out. Orb is doing his best.
Orb's doing
And
great.
I feel like the character association works. I don't think, wow, that's a man when
I'm sorry,
I hear
I just
it's
Well,
fine.
when he's doing
I'm-
the voice anyway.
Womp womp. Hey everyone, welcome in. Hope you're all doing well. I am, as always, Josie Poser, the dungeon mistress of this little group, Natural 30s, and I am joined today by Aussie Devfro.
Hello, that's me. I'm Ozzy Devro. I'm playing Tinker Slobbersnout, our favorite little troublemaker, the Kobold Artificer.
What?
And then beer
And
in
then-
mouth.
It's me, apple juice in mouth, Cuddly Raptor, playing not Nanimel. Oh my gosh, playing Mirel. I got the campaign right. You got it. That's me. Yep.
I
And
believe
Mr.
it.
Producer Man.
Yeah, hi. You might know me as Roju. I come from a channel called Participation Ward, but you can call me Roju still. That's okay. I'm playing Forrest Barkley, our lovely good boy paladin.
And who we got last?
That is lovely me, Wednestal, playing Trish Smotherborn, an Amethyst Dragonborn Bard.
Well, wonderful. Now, you all might be wondering why we did such a spectacular, spread out intro like that. And I feel it's because, drum roll, please. Roju has an announcement.
I have an announcement. Oh, okay, sure. I guess I'm doing this. Hey, so I've set up a podcast for all of us and for all of you, therefore. So wherever you like to get podcasts, you can search Natural 30s there right now. I don't know, on say Apple Podcasts, or I don't know, say Spotify, or maybe even Amazon Music if you're that kind of person. No judgment here, but you will be able to find us and our podcast there. So if you want to catch up while you are in your car or wherever you like to listen to podcasts, yeah, you can absolutely do that now. I will be intending to upload them shortly after whenever the YouTube VODs go up. Yeah. Yay!
Wow,
Yes,
Roju,
so-
you mean
yeah.
on Spotify?
On
right
green
there?
screen?
Oh my,
On
on
green
green screen? Ah, shit, it didn't work. Damn it.
There it is.
Look, I
Hey.
said it. It's right there.
There you go.
It is right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's right there. Oh my gosh.
It's right there. Yeah. So
And it will eventually be picked up, if it's not already, on the Google podcasts as well. So,
Yeah.
yay!
And yeah, great
And that-
job, Roju,
And
setting
that's
all
all
of
thanks
that
to
up.
you guys, though, for meeting our little stretch goal on the
Yes.
on the Pally donations. So, thank you
Yeah.
all for supporting us once again.
Oh my god, what a segue! Speaking of donations, Cuddly, take it away. Yeah.
Speaking of donations and support, happy Pride, everyone. We are supporting a gender agenda this month. They do some great work in Australia. They do resources about or resources and education about gender diversity, and they support human rights, and they're just overall doing some great work. So we want to donate all our profits to them. We'll get them all together at the end of the month, but it'll probably be in July that it's actually donated. Or you can use the link that is pinned currently, or you can use the link that keeps popping up in chat to donate directly if you'd like, or anything that goes to our Pally or subs and bits, things like that. So even just being here and watching ads generates us money, which we will then be giving to them. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the biggest thing you can do if you feel like, I want to help, I want to also be part of this, but you feel like you don't have the disposable income for it, which is understandable in today's economy. Best thing you can do is, as Cuddly say, you can just be here. You can go subscribe to our YouTube channel. But the very, 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 very best thing you can do is tell a friend.
True.
Spread the word.
Spread the word.
And if
And
you don't have friends,
also-
tell your worst enemies.
Yeah, tell your worst enemies. Turn that animosity into prosperity. You know?
Turn that animosity
Just-
into generosity.
Oh shit! Oh, that was way better. And on the 26th of June, in just shy of 2 weeks, in 10 days actually, we will be having the big Pride Game Day, where all of us, including Denimation,
Wow.
we will be playing Lethal Company for charity, and you'll be able to use subs, bits, donations to fuck with us as we're playing the game, and all of that sweet, sweet cash is going straight towards the charity. Can you believe?
I cannot believe.
Wait, not for the company?
Not for
I gotta make
company.
some
Well,
balls.
All
in this
in-game
case,
profits
no.
will be to the company, but all out-of-game profits
mean,
will be to
yeah.
Agenda.
Well, let's not tell the company because I don't want them to find out.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
shouldn't
No.
tell the company that there's that there's any
No.
charitable works going on. They would appreciate that.
we are not at all skimming from the top and giving to the more needy rather than the company. You
You know
know,
what we are
Absolutely.
skimming off the top four? Game
Oh.
time.
game time. It's true.
wait,
We're running
what
like
time?
Oh my
What
god,
time?
I'm changing to that!
empty halls, towering tall. These corridors show signs of a great society of giants. Now, however, they stand empty, and the echoes of the wind flowing through generates resonance like wind chime of the deepest tones. Quote from Billy Bob's best-selling book, A Walk Among Giants.
Oh, Billy Bob.
Last week, the party left Hague and headed east. They tried to do their best to track down whoever it might have been who stole Trish's bracelet that would have allowed her to legally practice magic to some extent within the city itself. Knowing whoever must be close enough to still be picked up by the receiver in the bulwark, they took a stroll outside, through the countryside, stretching their legs, enjoying the sights, when eventually Forrest caught a faint smoke trail past the farmlands and across the hills. Following this smoke trail, knowing it wasn't necessarily from an actual fire, and more similar to that of a lightning strike, they traveled on. Eventually, they found an abandoned cottage with two individuals resting. Trish tried to sneak closer to get into position, but was quickly revealed as the first one who caught her called out for a grior. He was cut off by suddenly feeling a bit drowsy and fell asleep face first into the mud. Then, whispering a magical threat, Trish sent this Grior running behind the house to cower for but a moment. And then, as he came back around, realizing what was happening, he was also swiftly put to sleep. A short scuffle broke out between one of these suspicious figure, and they managed to capture both. They secured the bracelet, returned to the city. The thieves were apprehended by the gate, and the group received payment for their effort as promised. With some new confidence and heavier wallets, Tinker, Trish, Forrest, and Mirelle returned to the Daughters of Flame Tavern for a meal, and then, with the help of Valia, into the sewers to translate a text that was the key phrase for a puzzle that was then swiftly, or maybe not so swiftly, solved by Mirelle and Tinker, all the while Trish was trying to get the mud out of her clothes, and Forrest was just happy to be there, doing his best to show moral support, not really understanding what this puzzle was about. But nonetheless, he was part of the effort, and eventually they solved it, and with a chunk, Tinker quickly, with his tunneling senses on high alert, he folded backwards into the sewage as a loose brick shot out and then slumped into the sewer itself. Within, you all see a folded up parcel of some kind.
Tinker immediately rockets back out of the sewage.
Slurp.
Oh my gosh, that was a. Ooh, gimme. And he reaches in.
You reach in. It's you feel immediately that this is some form of a heavy-duty paper or parchment that has been folded around an item. It's got hard parts and soft parts. It's slightly malleable, and it clinks slightly as you move it around.
What's in there?
I have no idea. Isn't that exciting?
Oh, hey.
But we probably shouldn't look at it here. It might get, I don't know, it might get dropped into the muck or dirty.
It has been tied together
that's
with
good.
some leather string, so it is like a package.
Tinker
Alright.
tucks it very safely into his clothing.
Is that all that's in there?
I don't know. Let me check.
Tinker thrusts his whole arm into the hole.
Yeah, you thrust your arm in, and you get about elbow length in before your hand slams against rock.
I think there's some rocks in here.
Oh. Are they good rocks?
Feels like more brick wall.
Oh, no, they're just boring old bricks.
Oh.
I'm sorry. There might be... Where did that one go that landed in the muck?
It shot
that one
out
if you want.
quite quickly. How did that happen?
Actually, yeah. If Tinker threw his whole arm in there, there's no mechanism or anything in there? Was it?
Well, you might want to make an investigation check.
Tinker absolutely investigates. When he's arm deep already in there, starts investigating.
Woo.
No, he threw caution into the wind and threw his arm into the. Anyway, it's
We act first, we think second. That's how we do things around here.
With a 14, you feel like there's only a very, very careful, like very incredibly hard rung coil that sits almost at the top, like it's swung down. Like a little flap has what's spring loaded and then just slapped the back of the brake and shot it out.
Right. Okay. Can Tinker remove this coil?
You might need some time. It's very tightly wound up in there and attached. And feeling with the 14, it has to be someone very skilled. There is no room for error. There's only enough room and enough material to do exactly what was needed.
Tinker's pretty skilled. What would he have to?
I'll say
give it a go.
Make a dexterity check with proficiency because you are proficient in tinker tools.
Oh,
Excellent.
here's the brick, Tinker.
Oh, thank you. That will definitely come in handy later.
Slurp.
Will it?
Yeah, so this will be dexterity, so this will be whatever this is +2.
Okay.
That'll be a 15. Oh, sorry, no, a 12.
It's
My
a
bad.
12.
Yep.
Yeah, you look in there and you can tell what the mechanism is, but with your current tools, even being able to see in the dark, you do not have the skill set to detach this coil. It is way too tightly wound. It's also, if you were to try and brute force it, there's a chance it'll just spring load shoot out.
Oh, I thought you were trying to reset it. Ah, never mind.
No, he just wanted to get it. He just wanted it.
He would have wanted the brick anyway, so
Yeah,
like,
oh yeah, no, he's tucked the brick away in his backpack. He's got the brick
he
now.
absolutely wanted that brick.
Yeah.
You didn't
But
do the wrong thing.
No. He's a little miffed that he couldn't get the whole trap, but that's fine.
Yeah, but you can tell that it's designed in such a way that this little flap almost that shot the brick out was incredibly with massive tension put up there, and then these various dials were holding it all in place. So as soon as they all hit the correct position, the coil was just unleashed and sprang out.
Well,
All right.
very devious indeed. You're lucky you had a master trapsmith on your side here. Otherwise, one of you guys might have lost your head.
Right.
Oh no, I'm very tall, Tinker. I don't think the brick would have got my head.
It might have gotten somewhere else a little sensitive.
Perhaps. Are we done down here?
Well, I'm done down here.
Uh,
do is now.
Finally, I'm clean. All the guck and muck is off me.
Were we looking for more slugs this time as well, or no this time?
I mean, if Morel were to make a little checky check if anything's swimming towards them, what would I have to roll for that?
Depends on what you're looking for. I would say probably a survival check if you're looking for traces that they've been here recently.
That sounds good. We'll do that. 14?
14. You look around and there are no tracks around here that looks recent. You'd guesstimate that all the various trails you can see are probably from when you and Forrest were down here. Was it 2 days ago?
I think
Yeah,
it was only
something
one
like that.
day ago even.
Yeah, last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Morel will just say, no, that is all right. I think they may have moved on from here.
Well, I hope so.
And so shall we look? Oh, shall we take it back? Valia, we opened it. Oh no, she's down there with us. Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's just standing there, sort of just. She looks curious about what Tinker put away. There's a little gleam in her eye that she's curious. She wants to
Is
know.
it an obvious gleam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Tinker winks and goes,
We'll have a look at it when we get back topside. Wouldn't want to lose anything in the muck down here, eh?
No. That sounds awful.
Absolutely. If we're not careful, you'll lose me down here.
Yeah, careful of that sinky bit over there. We don't want you to,
So are we? Are we down? Are we done down here? Everyone good?
Yes, I think we are done.
Okay. Wonderful.
Forrest, can you
Fish, you're
carry me
done.
back?
What was that, Trish?
Can you carry me again?
Carry you? I suppose.
There is a walkway. You don't have to get down into the mud to get back to the
Yes.
exit.
Yep, straight on the walkway. No one then. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think Forrest is also covered in muck, so you would just get dirty.
I think the top half is fine.
You're
Yeah.
you.
Tinker, on the other hand, is also completely like
Oh, gross.
When he's sure no
He's
one's
a
looking,
a
he's
sludge
taken off.
monster with eyeballs.
Yeah, that's exactly it. When he's sure no one's looking, he's taken off his toupee, squeegeed it out, and put it back on,
God.
and fluffed it back up.
Ugh.
No.
I mean, sorry, he just brushed his hair. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, he brushed his.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
Back up
Yeah.
we go then.
Yeah. Back
Yeah.
up we go.
Tinker's very enthusiastic.
you head back out, and you slowly return to the inn, the Daughters of Flame.
Washed
Valia
off again.
excuses her. Yeah, Valia excuses herself almost immediately to go and wash up and get cleaned. And you'll have the opportunity to clean up and do what you wish, essentially. It's
Clean up and
It's-
reconvene.
Yes.
yeah.
Absolutely cleaning up.
When
Yeah.
Tinker goes to clean up, he'll very carefully, essentially, he will bury his bag amongst the clutter that he made the other day.
Oh, his little nest.
Yeah, his nest.
Mm.
He'll make sure, like, you know, if Forrest is in the room, he sort of locks the door, and then he'll bury it all in the nest, and then he's not being paranoid, but he's being paranoid.
Okay. Yeah. Understandable.
And then he
That's fair.
dives into the hand washing basin because, you know, he's a small boy and he can get away with that.
I love that. It's just his bathtub.
Also, also the fact that Tinker and Forest have plumbing
Right?
in their room, but Trish does not.
Sham happened.
Yeah.
At that time, you hear a knock on your door.
I'll get it. Hello?
Hello, I need to use
Sopping
your
wet.
bath, and just walk straight in. Like, just.
Oh, I'm using it at the moment.
Yeah, well, I'm gone for one right now as well.
do you open the door to the bathroom?
Yeah.
You
Chris
see,
is just walk straight in.
you see Tinker in the basin, and he's got like a brush, and it looks like he's like he was singing silently to himself, and you've caught him in the act. It looks, it's like, close the door.
He walked in, closes the door.
She
and
just
goes
walked
straight
in
to the water.
here.
Get out!
Nope. I need to get clean.
He's smacking you with the.
Trish, I don't think you should be here right now. We're both washing up right now. Forrest, like I said, is sopping wet.
Yeah,
Not
at
wearing
that point,
anything.
he actually just finally realized what's happening and just goes, oh. Turns bright red, just walks straight out.
Okay, bye.
Oh, the nerve on some.
Your friend is really weird, Tinker.
He is very weird. Very, very weird.
Anyway, sploosh.
Yeah, you wash up, you get cleaned. I assume eventually you allow Trish to use the shower and bath as well.
Once we're done, yeah.
Yes, although Tinker will, you know how like that age-old trick of putting a bucket on top of a door, and then when someone opens the door,
yeah.
the bucket falls.
A
Oh
classic.
my
Yeah,
god.
all the muck that Tinker has
Oh.
swept on himself is put into a bucket and put on top of the door as he leaves.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Trish for a dexterity save.
I know.
Wait, before you do that,
Uh-huh.
Tinker, make me a good dexterity check with your proficiency.
Just to put it up there.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
to fall on you.
His trap making skills.
He is pretty
That is
small.
a 17.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty-
Okay, so yeah, your dexterity save has gotta be to 17.
It would be so funny if Mirelle walked in first and was like,
Oh no!
well,
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
oh,
So Trish walks in through the room, sees the
Nice.
slightly ajar door, stops, opens it, bucket full, splat on the ground, and then steps over it into the shower.
Before she does, she picks up the bucket, looks where Tinker is and throws it towards Tinker, and then goes for a shout. And then goes for a shout.
Oh, Jim.
Well, you can't blame a
Eventually,
kobold
yeah.
for trying.
Stupid bro.
You all get washed up. You get
Yeah.
cleaned up. It is slightly later in the evening by now. You're all dressed, wearing evening clothes and such. What's the plan?
We're gonna look at this thing.
Take the thing downstairs, right? Because Valia kind of wants to see it
Yeah,
too.
yeah, we can.
Yeah, we could.
take-
We
I
could.
don't know if we
We
want
can
to do
make
it in the
friends.
open, do we?
Probably not.
How busy is it downstairs? in the
Yeah, is it
common
like
area?
closed?
It's still open. There are some stragglers.
But if we wanted to find like a shady corner
There's-
to be
there
suspicious
is-
in.
there is a
Yeah?
corner.
Yeah, there's
There
a
is a
corner.
corner.
The corner.
The corner.
I mean, we could just go to our room with them.
We could also just invite them to
Yeah.
our room. Maybe not your room, because there's still events and stuff. But maybe our room. Maybe our room, the girls' room. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to. That's the corner. That's all. You do all this. Fine. We can do it.
We can go to the corner. I'm just saying.
I just. It would have made the perfect little scene, and it's fine. We can.
Do
it
you
in
want to
the
make a
room.
scene?
Well, no, not a scene, but it would have made a. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
You want me to invite Valia up to the room?
I feel like it's only fair that she gets to see what we found, right?
It can't be the boys' room though. It's a mess in there.
No. Why did you throw your muck on the floor?
I didn't. Trish threw my muck on the floor.
Oh.
No, you tried to trick me and play a
I
practical
did
joke.
nothing. I just left all my muck in a bucket for easy access later on.
Easy access to who? To you on top of the door?
Why would you want the mug for
Hmm.
later?
Experiments?
Oh well, I
Science?
am sorry for your loss then. And Morale
am
will
I.
go- and she'll go downstairs and ask Valia if she'd like to see what they found. If she'd like them to bring it down, or
Yeah,
if she.
Valia is standing in the entrance door to the tavern itself and
Mm.
almost looking outside, like she's looking for something out into the dimly lit city streets.
Oh. Morel will approach and say, "Hello, good evening.
Oh, hi. Yes. And she turns around towards you.
Are you expecting someone?"
I am, yes.
Oh, we were going to open the envelope, but if you're not ready, we can wait.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll know when they arrive. It's okay. We can go.
Would you like to come up, or do you want to do it down here?
No, I can come up. And she just looks at one more quick peek outside. It's fine.
All right. Well, let's not go to the boys' room for varying reasons.
Yes, I wouldn't set my foot in there.
It smells really bad.
My reputation precedes me.
Your smell precedes you.
When did you get so nasty?
Okay.
Sorry, I couldn't
You
help
come
myself.
Valia.
you come up to the girls' room, which does not have a nest of broken furniture. It does not have sewage all over the floor. It does not have tear marks in the curtains. And here's the last one. It does not have a crack in the ceiling where someone launched themselves up into it.
It has none of those things. No, just
It's
a
none of those
regular
things.
old
It's a regular old inner room.
room.
There are two neatly made beds. There's a little chest of drawers. There's a
Some might even call it habitable.
yeah. I would say it's habitable. I would say this is quite a nice room.
How boring.
See what we could have had.
We could have had a boring night's sleep. That's what we could have had.
That sounds rather nice, actually.
What twist.
Why do I get the feeling that in the future? No, never mind. Anyway, let's open this baby up. And he produces the package from his clothes.
Oh, hey, what's in
yeah.
there?
You open it and it unfolds, and you immediately see that these arcs of parchment, several of them thick, are filled with scrawlings, schematics, blueprints, diagrams, and the object inside looks like a pair of unfinished prototype gloves. There are screws sticking out, there are wires, there are little sockets. They look like, fancy cosplay animatronic gloves with the expanded fingers, but if they've been flayed. So all of the the structure inside is barren and open.
Oh, what's this then? I'm just gonna pick it up and start.
Ticket leaps up and snatches it out of your hand.
Yeah, they look like gloves that have a lot of attachments on top of them.
Oh, what are the schematics? Are they written in common? Are they written in the same language as the poem?
Yeah, they seem to be written in the same language as the poem.
Okay. Interesting.
This is fascinating. I wonder what these are. They're delicate, whatever they are.
Morel will look at it and hand the schematics to Valia.
Valia looks at it and
read this.
She goes, oh, this is nice. And she's just flipping the papers, skimming through. No. Oh my.
That good, huh?
Or you're taking us for a ride.
Little bit of both, maybe.
Where are we going?
Nowhere, Forrest. We're staying here.
There's another one of those. Anyway, what is it?
I mean, I could tell you.
Trish, we need your purse again.
No money. No money.
Look, we did all this.
I'd like to make a deal though.
All right.
But not for money. Not for money.
That's good because we don't have any.
Is it for cleaning? Because I will sign him up.
No. Well, we can talk about that one.
I only do trash disposal.
I will translate this for you if I can have a copy.
A copy, not the original, right?
You can keep the original. There's these schematics and instructions. Whatever this is, and she gestures towards the gloves. They're about halfway done. Like someone wanted to come back to them to finish them.
So you're saying this is a tinker's thing to tinker?
Yeah, I guess you could put it that way.
I have no problem with that.
They're still missing a core component for function, it looks like, and then whatever aesthetic addition you might want to add.
Interesting.
I do have a flair for aesthetics.
Yeah, honestly, you could even have the original. None of us can read it.
No, but what I'm saying is I can translate the instructions and you can keep the prototype ones to finish if you want. Because if I have a copy of the instructions anyway, I can make my own.
Oh, right. Yes. And Morel kind of looks around and goes, I do not really want gloves, so...
And I don't really want to learn an entire language just to learn how to fix something that I don't even know what it is.
I can't read.
What is this?
Any objections?
Just matter of fact.
Okay. Oh, yes, I do have to teach you at some point, Forrest.
Okay, if you're
come in
teaching him
handy.
to read, why don't you just teach him how to read this language? Then none of us have to learn.
Does it look like I read that language?
I'm just saying we could skip the middleman here. But yes, I don't see a problem with this trade.
Great. It might take me a couple of hours to translate it all.
At the very
I could
least.
give you the shorthand for now. Yes. And she goes back to one of the other pages. When finished, the intent of these gloves are that they make it easier to lift heavy things. They have like a little bit of shock absorption. They have a bit of tension expansion. They make you feel stronger without making you stronger, but they sort of like you get stronger, but through mechanical means.
You found the power gloves. Da, 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 da.
Except they're broken.
Wah, 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 wah.
What you're
that
saying
is,
is if
that
they're
is
broken,
nice.
then they might make things heavier than what they actually normally are.
Well, yeah, they would add their own weight to whatever you can carry already, so you would carry less
Yeah.
because it's heavy.
Well, that's boring. What if it mechanically made things heavier, and then you tricked someone into wearing them?
How would you do that?
I think
I'm just musing out loud here. But
I
what-
rather
That sounds.
carry things that makes it lighter. I like the idea of these gloves. What are you trying to change them for?
I'm not. I'm just musing out loud. This is the difference between a scientific mind and whatever else is going on here. You know,
Whatever
thinking of
you
the
all have.
possibilities.
Whatever you are.
No, I understand your thinking, Tinker. If you had a glove that made things heavy, you put them on someone, it could be a way of almost incapacitating someone. You put a pair of
Yes,
gloves on them and they're stuck to
exactly.
the ground. Yeah, no, I
Absolutely.
understand.
I like you. You're
Maybe
thinking the right way.
if it was like a component, she picks up one of the gloves. Maybe if they had a lining of like lead and tungsten, some magnetic capabilities.
Oh.
And Morel kind of looks back and forth between two of them and just kind of like backs away from the conversation and says, I hope you have so much fun with the gloves.
Tinker, imagine if you made both gloves magnetic. One was a north, one was a south,
Oh no.
or they were both north, and you would put them on each side of something, and the magnetic repelling force would just crush whatever's in between them.
You could make crushing gloves. I'd
That
be
didn't even have to
unstoppable.
touch anything.
Oh, what if? And then you could just, if someone came at you with, say, a metal sword, could you not just repel it?
You could. You could, or you could attract it, and it'll be stuck, and now it's your sword.
And making your punch that much more deadly.
Yeah. Imagine look, you're kind of small,
I am
And-
kind of small.
and Forrest is kind of big.
he is
Oh.
kind of big.
Imagine if these gloves were magnetic and you could just hop on and be attached to his back.
Then I would also be big. We need a translation on those stats.
I'm on it. And she grabs the papers and runs away.
I'm coming
Oh
with
my
you! And then Tinker grabs
Yeah.
his notebook and pencil and runs all down the
Oh
stairs.
my god.
Yeah. And she gets on it like the few remaining customers are starting to leave. They're not estimating to be open much longer, and she like spreads all the documents out on the bar top. Like first she very carefully wipes it down and cleans it, and then she puts all the papers out. And you see her run back into the kitchen, and you definitely hear the sound of something opening and like footsteps descending like down somewhere, but you can't see. And then she comes back up with a couple of papers and books, and she just starts scribbling and translating the whole thing. She even like transfers over any diagrams and stuff like that.
As she's translating, Tinker's on her side, and it's like as she writes a word, Tinker writes a word, and he's like
Mhm.
creating another copy in his own books as well.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
Do you think whoever put that thing down there, do you think they'll miss it?
I do not know.
I think they probably buried it because it's important to them.
We might know more once they translate it. I suppose we do not even know who made it, but why would they put a puzzle?
I don't
Wouldn't they
know.
just have a lock and key if they wanted to keep it all to themselves?
I'd think so.
Hmm.
Very stinky place to keep a treasure.
I suppose no one would go looking for a stinky treasure.
Perhaps. Well, I hope they don't miss it. Maybe we should give it back to them. Maybe we should have... Oh, do you think you could maybe leave a note there? Like, write something with your words so that when they come back they can see... if you're looking for your treasure in the stinky hole, we have it, sorry, or something, you know?
Forrest, yes, I can write that. Would you like to help me write it?
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
Well, how about you tell me the words, and then I will tell you what they look like on the paper, and then that will be our first lesson.
Oh, all right then. Sure.
And Morel quickly realizes this is not the way to teach someone, because it's a little bit too advanced, and she realizes she kind of needs to break it down further than that. And she goes, yes.
Yeah, so it starts with you trying to help Forrest write a letter, and it ends up just being a lesson of practicing the basic alphabet.
Yeah.
Because every time he says a word and you say the letters, he just, for every letter, goes, what's that one look like?
Yeah.
What's that one look like?
What's A?
I realize I have done a bad job. And
Yeah.
she draws out like the alphabet and then just has a section next to it so he can start writing his own little letter. She's like, copy this one right there. Copy this one right there. And then we will...
I feel like he's a
On
tongue
to,
out learner.
Yeah.
Yeah, also the pen is so small.
Tell me he breaks it accidentally.
Yeah, for sure. There's a moment where you have to go to Trish and ask for pens multiple times.
Trish, I
But
know we
When
just...
you go to Trish, though, Trish is like on a bed, book on the face, like full on asleep. Really.
Oh. Trish,
Oh, yes.
I know you already gave us a pen, but Forrest might have broken it again. Do you have another one?
Oh, I think I got two more, but oh yes, look, yeah, he's.
We stop for tonight.
I think it'd be a good idea for him to, I don't know, get a custom-made pencil.
Get him a stationery set.
Oh my god. Okay, we're going shopping.
Morel's actually interested in the shopping.
What?
No, Cuddly is.
Cuddly is interested in stationery. Yes. Okay, so Morel kind of does the awkward, like, half a thumbs up and then just goes over and goes, we might stop for tonight, but how about we write that little letter and I can drop it down for you if it makes you feel better?
Oh, sure, yay.
What time is it, Josie?
Oh, what if you looked at the clock?
Oh my
in the
god, there's a
game?
clock!
It's almost
it's not that
9
late.
o'clock.
It's not that late. It's fine. Yeah. I'll go for a stroll.
Yeah. Are you going for a stroll?
Yeah, if I have the... Whoa, actually. Now, I don't have... What's that? Nope.
No.
Nope, it's not on the calendar. Okay, I know that you said I'm a little bit of a ticking time bomb, pressure-wise, and I was wondering, because I don't have it in my notes, how many...
I will remark that you did cast a spell today.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
we're all right.
you feel like it's broken even for now. You don't feel worse.
Okay, good. The way I was about to go down in the sewers and just cast every single spell. I'll do it too.
Do you come down and then go to leave through the main entrance?
Yeah, probably with a little like note, just holding a little note that says to whoever.
To
the
whomever
owners
it
of the
may
clubs.
concern.
Yeah, basically.
Well, as you come down, like Tinker sort of like he's very busy copying the translation as it's being translated, getting a little over eager, sometimes going ahead a few words, trying to predict what words that are about to be written, realizing he's incorrect and then scribbling them out to then write the correct words. He sort of pauses for a second, sees you, Morale, and goes, "Oh, have a nice trip," and then just keeps going back and goes back down to his.
I just have to remark on a thought I had. The fact that you're sitting and note-taking and with your keen mind feat, are you doing the Sharingan test cheat where you're just copying all of her movements?
Some would say by doing this, he's kind of also learning the language. But I mean, that's
I'm definitely taking notes that you may gain a rudimentary understanding.
Oh my gosh, that's actually
I love procedural learning stuff in games like this. For sure, you can study a language.
Tinker's big brain.
And because you have keen mind, you might not know grammatical stuff, but you'll know what you've seen.
I suppose you would have to. It would have to be a alphabet you're familiar with to get you the foundations. But yeah,
he's more looking just
an alphabet.
The words.
Don't ask Forrest.
But he just waved Morel off. He's
busy.
Yeah, whatever Morels go out and do, that's fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mirel, it takes you a few minutes to get back there.
I can't open the grate.
The sewer grate is indeed closed.
She kind of looks at it and she gives it an experimental tug.
I feel like Forrest might have accompanied you for this, right?
Sure, you can definitely say that. Yeah,
I think because seeing as this was like his impetus in a way. Oh, you'll let me get that for you.
Make a strength check. It's still a very, very heavy grate.
It's not great. That's 6.
No, you go to tug on it to lift it up, and you just feel like maybe you're a bit tired. You don't know, but it just right now it's not budging.
Oh well, don't hurt yourself. We can always come tomorrow, and I'm sure they won't miss it in a day, right?
Would have been 8 with an athletics instead of strength.
Still not enough.
Look, my strength is
I
plus
love
0,
the bargaining.
So I'm not helping you.
I mean, helping would give advantage.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try and help. Yeah. I'll give it a tug. I hate it here. I'm actually leaving.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hey, it's
17 athletics.
Right?
17. Yeah, together you do manage to get it up.
The power of friendship.
The power of friendship. Who knew you needed more hands to get it up?
I
So you open it, the waft of sewage comes up, and as the two of you are stepping down, who's going last?
Oh, I had an idea that I'd be going first, but if Forrest would prefer to go first, I didn't really think about it too much.
I think it would if you just took the
Yeah, she'd probably just be like, we need to get this over with kind of thing.
Yeah. Also, none of you can see in the dark.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'd go first with the light. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So Forrest, as you step down, just as you're heading down, before your head passes into the manhole, you hear clanging sounds, like soft, a couple of blocks away.
From underground
like
or
wooden,
above ground?
No, from above ground. You just hear it almost sounds like someone's rattling a kitchen rack, and it's moving.
What's that noise? Do you hear that?
Do I hear that? Now that he's pointed it out. Oh.
No, you're too far down into the hole already.
No, sorry. I'll just be a moment.
Okay. Are you going to go down and actually put the letter in the hole?
Yeah, I am. That's what I said I was gonna do, and I'm just gonna do it.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to make a con save as you step into the sewage.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is the third time.
We're fine. It was an 18.
Yeah, you're fine. This time you're ready. You hold your breath. You step down into it, and there's just this moment where like you just showered, and now you're
Mentally
back
thinking about
here.
how we're gonna have to shower again.
Yeah.
I had the mental fortitude to change clothes beforehand, but did not think about.
No. Now you've ruined 2 sets of clothes.
Mhm.
You go down. The hole in the wall is still open. You place a letter and you leave without issue.
Cool. And going back up, if I were to sort of poke my head above where Forrest is kind of waiting, would we still hear the clanging?
No, it's moved on actually.
Was it getting
Forrest.
closer or getting further away?
More like moving in a parallel.
Ah,
Oh. What did you hear anyway?
it was kind of clattery, like bang 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 bang, but like. You were like wooden banging or like metal banging?
Wooden and metal and ceramic. Like
Oh.
And it was just like clonk, tonk, tonk, ting, tonk, bonk. Like a lot of it's just clanging, clattery. A bit rhythmical, I guess.
Could have been a cart or something, I don't know.
Do you want to see what it is?
Sure, I mean, we've got nothing better to do.
Well,
it could be pirates. Let's go.
all right. Yeah, so we'll close the grate again. Just leave it how you found it.
Easier than opening, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And as you return, this sort of a clattery sound. Tinker, you hear through the open entrance, and as soon as the sound comes into view, Valia just slams the papers shut and puts everything away, and just like she's dropped everything, heads towards the entrance as this clattery noise approaches.
But we're not done.
I'm sorry, this is important. I'm sorry.
I'm not done.
No, but we'll pick it up later.
Tinker kind of grabs all the papers and like stuffs it into his various pockets and nooks and crannies in his shirt and whatnot, and stops. Sort of goes to look up, thinking about going to get Trish, and goes, "Oh, she's probably got her nose buried in some smut or something," and then races out to follow her.
Yeah, and as you raise up, you hear the clanging, and you see this large looming shape coming through the dim street light. And then you see what looks like this large, massive, bulbous form as it steps closer. It's a fairly tall, hunched over, drab-looking individual with these back-bent knees, scruffy blue hair, and uneven, quirky horns that steps in and just walks forward, this massive backpack, almost the same size as herself. As she comes into view, and Valia says, "Oh, you made it. Thank you. Step on in." And you see this figure says, "Oh, bonsoir. Yes, I'm coming." And just pushes it, gets stuck with the backpack in the doorway and just pulls through. Oh mon Dieu. This individual steps in. And you see, Tinker, this individual who steps in, and as Mirel and Forrest return, you hear the same sound, and you see the source of it. As you turn your views here.
Yeah.
What?
Here. Oh, there.
Oh, I see.
A picture?
Oh.
Let me show the people.
Yeah, show the people.
There you go.
Show the people
And
what they want.
Huge shout out to Top Banana Jam for
Heck
designing this for us.
That's a cool
As
character.
you see this individual who steps in and very quickly just drops the backpack at the side of the bar top, and says, Velia, I really need a drink. Please, I'm so parched. And Velia goes behind the bar, fills up this massive tankard, a wooden tankard of ale. And this satyr-looking individual just grabs the whole thing and just, like, starts chugging. A tankard the size of what might fit Forrest. And just gulps it all down. And then sits down on a stool. Oh, that was a long walk.
Now that is a backpack! Holy moly!
Yes. And would you know, little friend, I'm about to show you what's inside it.
I would... A large backpack. You know what they say about large backpacks.
She just leans over and tugs a strap. Like, you know, the top flap of a backpack. She tugs it, and the whole thing just folds out into what seems to be a fully prepared and decked out little, you know, street vendor mat. And there's items attached everywhere. You also see a little chalkboard, actually, that's just set up. It almost like stands up on its own, and there are a couple of things written on it and some papers attached. And there's just a bunch of stuff clattered all over.
Tinker immediately ignores all the stuff that's appeared and is immediately like nose into the mechanism that allowed the backpack to do that.
It looks like the backpack itself is just a bunch of leather flaps that gets folded in on each other and then attached with one strap.
Yes.
So it's you know, it's like one of those knife sets that people roll out, but it's got multiple attachments. It's like the Forest 2 backpack. You know, the game, The Forest.
Oh, yeah. You should know that.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that backpack.
That's, you know, once Tinker realizes this, he goes,
Oh, it's like those ropes I did earlier. So she must have gone to the same class.
and he sort of, you know, does a couple of quick sketches, snaps his book shut, and then starts pulling out all the papers and stuff he's stuffed into his shirt, thinking there was trouble, and then like starts putting them back on the tables.
Yeah.
Well, what's all this then?
Yeah, and you look over and there's just a bunch of stuff on the ground, and she looks up from this tank and she puts it down. Whew. That felt good. Well, before anything else, and she, from a pocket, grabs a couple of little cards and she hands one to all of you, except Trish, who's currently sound asleep.
Yep.
And you see there's these little, you would call them business cards, and they read, buy your goods from your favorite fae. Serena Lasang is but a blood drop away. And then on the back there's instructions that says, if you need anything sold or purchased, place 1 drop of blood on the back of this card, and Serena will be with you in 2 to 3 business days.
All right. And Mirelle, seeing this, does excuse herself because she's like, no, I'm gross. And she does go back up to the room to like wash and change yet again. And she just mentions while she's up there, Trish, there is someone downstairs.
Oh,
Trish?
Tinker didn't get himself in trouble again as she rolls over.
No, it is a market.
That's when do I get into trouble?
I just know you like shopping. I thought I would mention.
Oh, and she sort of rolls out of bed like a teenager that doesn't want to get up. Just, all right, I guess so. Is there a mirror in the room?
There is.
So, looking like an NPC, essentially. She's looking like my hair is fine, and she realized, it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She goes to walk down the stairs, and where's Tinker? Like, how do I see Tinker?
He's up on a stool. He's like kind of interested in what's going on, but he's also tapping his foot impatiently because he wants to get back to the translation. But he's letting what's playing out play out because, you know, he knows that there's no point trying to interrupt this.
All right, so Trish walks down and goes, "Oh, Tinker, you're not touching for once. Good boy." And hello, Forrest.
Oh, hello, Tish. How you doing?
Oh, I had a nice little nap. It was quite fetching. It was a fetching little dream.
Oh, what did you find?
Oh. I found many dreams in my dreams.
Well, that sounds very lovely.
What's all this about?
This here is a...
What's all this about, she says? This is the best shop you'll ever find, my friend.
I'll make
Everything
this-
you're looking for in one place.
Okay.
What if I'm looking for a sandwich?
Oh, well, I'll have you know. There is all the things you need to make a sandwich. Back there! And she points to the kitchen behind her.
Oh, well played, well played.
Yes.
What's all the things you have here?
I've got a little bit of everything, but if you're looking for the more interesting things, I would guide your eyes towards this. And she is sort of like sitting where she is. She almost like leans down over the whole thing, where she's sitting on her bar stool. And she gestures towards the little chalkboard that's set up with a like big bundles of papers nailed to the bottom of the chalkboard, like one on each side, and says, "Those are the most interesting parts right now, for a limited time only."
The papers there?
Yes, they are magical papers.
Oh,
Yes.
what's magic about them?
I don't know.
Well, that is
And hearing,
magic.
I don't know, Tinker jumps up and comes on over.
Well, here's the thing. They were given to me by some people, some of the outsiders from the north of Sirona. And, they said if you could sell these for people cheap, and they're having a little bit of a bet to see who gets more customers, I suppose. I think the papers, I got some instructions. Hold on. And she goes into and she's wearing this waistcoat that you can see, and she's got a couple of knickknacks, as you can see from the artwork. But she seems to put her hands into pockets. You didn't know where you were there, and she's pulling out little things, little papers. And then she's like, "Oh, here we go. Okay. It says, you put a little bit of blood on the paper, you fold it up, put it under your pillow, and go to sleep. And they will give you an opportunity of a lifetime."
Oh,
That's all I know, really.
Opportunity of a lifetime.
what's
That's what they
that?
said.
Is it safe
Good
to say that
things.
Morel's back down at this point and has heard that?
Yeah.
What kind of an opportunity?
I don't know. I haven't tried.
Again, when someone says, I don't know, Tinker's ears like twitch.
You'll just have to try for yourself, I suppose.
Oh, how much for one of these opportunity of a lifetime papers?
Just a silver piece.
Oh.
But you can only pick one.
Oh, well,
That's and Tinker,
Oh.
Tinker immediately slaps down the silver piece.
Oh, wait, I have those
You-
now.
Yeah, and you do see that they're Tinker, who can read better than Forrest can. You see that the chalkboard actually seems to be almost like a sales tab, and you can see on one side there's a V that has a lot more sales. No, actually, it would be the V that doesn't have almost any sales, looks like 1 or 2. And then on the other side of this tally is a G that has maybe 24 sales. And that stack of papers is a lot thinner.
So I just pick one, is that right?
That's correct.
Do they look any different, Josie? Like, or are they just all the same?
They look very much the same.
Tinker would like to have a bit of a sniff at a few individual pieces of paper. Do they smell any different?
Okay, make an investigation or perception check. Well, if you're sniffing, I'll say perception check.
Cool. 22.
22. The ones with the V smells a little bit more like sulfury and acrid, whereas the ones with the G attached smells like honey and wildflowers.
Forrest like leans down, his face like right next to Tinker's, and he's like, "What are you doing?"
Well, I've deduced that there are 2 different types of paper here.
Oh,
Trish, do you want to help me with something? It'll cost you 1 silver.
Why do you always seem to cost me money?
Oh, fine. I'll ask someone else. Morel, do you want to help me with something? It'll cost you 1 silver.
Is it for science?
Yes.
All right.
The
Yeah. I'm guessing you're gonna buy one, and I'm gonna buy the other.
Yeah.
God,
Okay.
this is just like getting the opposite Pokemon games with your
Yeah.
are we
friends.
sniffing? Are we sniffing papers?
Well, that's how I can tell the difference. However,
Oh,
I think I'll change up my plan now.
And Tinker, for his silver, would select one of the sulfur smelling ones, and then instruct Morel to select one of the sweeter smelling ones.
Okay.
Okay,
Interesting.
and you hand over the silver pieces, and she says, "Thank you for doing business with Serena Lazang." And she takes the coins and puts them in a pocket that
Oh.
quickly disappears when her hand comes out of it.
oh, let me try that. Here you go. Gives her a silver piece.
Oh, thank you. Which one would you like?
Tinker would indicate towards the sweeter smelling ones.
Well, Forrest is going to sniff them both, obviously.
Oh,
Okay,
Oh,
make
good
a
know.
perception check.
Perception. 15.
15. Forest,
Mhm.
you have a little bit more context for these smells.
I thought I might.
You thought you might. And you know that the smell of the bit sulfur, the acrid, you've smelled that before.
Mhm.
You've run into people who have that smell.
Mhm.
They tend to be very passionate, little bit aggressive, but not in like a violent way. More that they just put a different kind of effort into whatever they're doing.
Mm.
And you would know that this smells of fiend.
Mhm.
Nice job, Tinker. Nice job.
And the other one is most definitely a celestial smell.
Ah,
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But for Forest perspective, it's more like you know that the people who smell like the one with the V, they tend to be a bit more passionate, a bit more on it, outward going, whereas the papers under the letter of G, people who smell like that tend to be a bit more orderly. They like rules.
Mm.
They're very, very strict and rigid.
Yeah, but the celestial one also reminds him more of home. So
It would probably, yeah.
because it's more foresty, shall we say?
Yeah. But you
So-
would know that this specific smell is from people of celestial bloodlines. Not that he doesn't have that sort of context, but he just knows that those kinds of people smell like that.
Yeah. I will take one of these, please. This smells nicer.
Okay. I would like all of you to just make a note somewhere so I can remember which papers you went for.
Yes.
Or do you want us to put it in our inventories or just somewhere?
Just anywhere you have a note for now.
Cool.
There are also several items available to be purchased. Like everything seems to be tied down or attached to this leather bag. And while you're browsing, you see this individual, Serena, is just drinking like tankard after tankard of ale and talking to Valia. And they're talking a little bit like old friends, but not like they're very, very close. Like they've met several times, but they're not close.
What else is there for sale?
You see several types of potions with like cork and wax stoppers. You also see, and Mirel would clock this, there are spell scrolls here. Like straight up spell scrolls are lined up in one of these side attachments. And there's even a small little messenger bag as well for sale. And what looks like a singular arrow and then a bunch of knickknacks.
Okay.
And a key. You see just a singular little key.
Don't tell me that. I just want that little key. And can I look at that little key?
You want to look at it? You look at it. It's got a really intricate design. Like the head of it, it looks like wrought iron almost. It's circular, and then there's the imprint of a skull, but it's like a flat. Like there's holes through where the nose and eyes would be, and there's just a little engraving of a skull. And you look at where the teeth of the key would be. There's nothing. It's just a flat piece of metal.
Josie, is this what I think?
It might be.
Okay, Mirel's gonna hold it up and just ask, what is this?
Oh, that? It is a key of good luck.
I see. Good luck, you said?
Good luck.
Good luck.
Yes. I thought of it myself. Clever, huh?
It is very funny, yes. You know what? Because of... Let's see. How much does it say the key is?
There are no price tags on anything.
Oh, she's gonna ask how much it is then.
How much would you say it's worth?
With that kind of a joke, 2 silver. But normally maybe 4.
Oh.
No, I
No.
think she's right. I think she's right with 2 silver.
We
And
don't
Chris
even know what it
Silver-
does. It could do
Chris-
something amazing. It could
Chris
do
is-
something fantabulous.
If it could make something incredibly amazing. What if it's the key to your future? It will
What if it's-
unlock your entire potential.
What if it's the key to your heart?
What if it's the key to your heart? What if it's the key to your enemy's heart?
And
What?
all of a sudden, Tinker just sees in his head, shut the fuck up. And from talk him down.
I wish it was an open channel so we could all be like, what?
Tinker looks at her and is like, what did I do?
Oh, man.
No, Morel, I think you're right, though. It looks like only to be worth about 2 silver pieces.
Oh, no. It's worth at least, you see, she's thinking, a gold piece, huh? Look at it, it's pretty. Look at the craftsmanship, I think.
Trish is looking at Morel and shaking her head. No, I don't think so.
You bought a book for like 100 gold. Do not even speak to me about money.
Hearing that, Tinker just laughs. It's like, that's right, you did. It was ridiculous.
Must have been a good book.
Was it a good book?
It was a good book.
Well,
But not a
then.
great book.
But this is a great key, huh?
Yeah. Oh.
And that's 10 silver. You know what? We could swing that. That's fine. Sure. She will see the little skull and she'll go, 10 seems fine. And she will put down 10 on the table, grab the key, hand it to Forrest, and say, maybe you might meet pirates with this. You know.
Oh, it's a pirate.
We're going to use it
key?
to pick a chest or something.
And she looks to you. You're looking for pirates?
Oh, aye. Some pirates have a person that I'm looking for.
What pirates are you looking for?
Oh, they're on a ship called the Azure Horizons, I believe.
Amateurs. Yes. I know of them. Yeah, okay. Why are you looking for them?
Oh, well, apparently Bear Bar is on there, and I'm
Who's
looking.
Berbar?
Well, apparently he made my armor, but more importantly than that, he knows where Eobard might be. Hopefully.
Who's Eobard?
Oh, that's my family. Eobard.
Family is very important.
He got taken by some bad people. I'm trying to find him.
No.
Oh,
he
aye.
was kidnapped. Awful.
Perhaps. What's kidnapped?
When someone takes a person against their will and takes them away.
Oh, yeah, aye, that. Yes, it was definitely kidnapped then.
Awful.
But yes,
I hope you find. I hope you find the Azure Horizon, so you find Bearbard, so you find Eobard.
Thank you. And that's why we're looking for pirates, because obviously we're told that Azure Horizons is pirates. Yes.
I've heard about some pirate news, but
Do you
not
know
of
where
those.
they are?
No, I do not. Sadly.
That's all right. At least we've got something to look for.
Who knows? That key might help you.
You think so?
I don't know. It might.
Well, that's good enough, I suppose.
Maybe with a key and an opportunity.
Yes, that
Gesturing to the
sounds
paper.
good.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that might be helpful for that you've got here?
For finding pirates?
Well, just for finding my family.
For finding your family?
For help.
I mean, I could try to find something to help you find them if you wanted to. I do commissions. I do find things.
Anything that might help, honestly, at this point.
I'll keep an eye out. And I'll remember you. Your name was?
Oh, my name's Forrest Barclay.
Forrest Barclay. And she holds out a hand to shake yours.
Aye, that's right. From the big forest.
It's a big forest. The Wonderwoods?
Yes, that's right. Sorry, the names are all a bit not used to them. The Wonderwoods.
Oh, I haven't been there in quite some time. I thought you smelt of home.
Oh, are you from there?
Aye, can you not tell? And she gestures to herself.
Well, I see a lot of folks from all over the place. You know, Eobard used
I have been
go,
away for very long.
He used to go to the fairs there. He did the best sticks.
He did sticks, huh?
Oh, aye.
Aye. Love me a good stick.
He did the best sticks. You know, I reckon you would have liked to sell his sticks.
I will say, as you shake hands, you get this sense that even though your hand is like 3 times bigger than hers, she's probably at least on equal physical strength with you.
Nice.
Like when you go to shake hands with the size difference, you can feel like she gives you a firm grasp with almost no effort. She's like meeting your strength.
Oh, lovely. It's always nice to run into people from home.
It is. Maybe I should go visit soon.
Aye, well, it's still just as lovely as before, but...
Aye. I never really found it lovely, if I'm honest.
Oh no, the woods
No,
are a
it wasn't
wonderful
for
place.
me. I like my knickknacks. I like my thingies, collecting, and I like traveling. I feel like
Oh, me and Earbird used to travel every time for the fairs because he'd sell his sticks, and that was really fun.
How far did you travel to sell sticks?
Oh, for some time.
Did you cross the waters, the
I
seas?
don't know how long was it, Josie?
It was a couple of days back and forth.
Oh, a couple of days, couple of nights.
So you've never been on a grand airship. You haven't gone to the floating islands of Records Reach.
Floating islands?
Yes, the mountains that hang in the air. Have you ever been and seen the vortex? I mean, travel the world.
Oh no!
See everything.
Well, I came here and they dropped a whale on me.
They dropped a what on you?
They dropped a whale on us. Yes.
That is how we met.
We met
it
under
was
a
not a
whale.
whale, it was a fish.
Yeah.
but,
Was it a fish?
A fish with
was a
leeches.
We were just not
Fish with
having a
It's-
good time.
It's been a very strange time here, I will say.
Well,
It's the first time besides the little bit of time in the other place, which was kind of like the Wandering Woods, I suppose. But apart from that, this is the first time I've been anywhere.
well, good luck on your travels.
Oh, thank you. Hopefully this paper will be nice and helpful.
You're all a very strange bunch. I'll have you know. Valia, usually you just have the regular crew come in. Where is everyone? And she just shrugs. It says, everyone thought you were coming tomorrow. I said you were coming today.
Well, it is nice to meet you anyway.
Yes, you have a beautiful mask.
Oh, thank you.
Makes one curious what you might be hiding behind there. Though I'm not one to pry, really. We all wear our masks, I suppose, in one way or another. But you look like you could use a bag, huh? You carry
Me?
all that baggage, maybe?
Oh.
Just like the head tilt and the.
Oh, do you have one of those?
I do. And she gestures towards the messenger bag. This one? You could fit so many things in it.
Could I fit?
See? Yes, but don't go in there. At least don't put your head through.
It doesn't look that big.
Wait, would Tinker know what that is based on that description?
Would Morel also know?
I would say probably everyone except Forrest would immediately pick up on it.
Oh,
Yeah. First, like, that doesn't look that big.
now that.
I really don't
Sounds
think you could
interesting.
fit in there, Tinker. That's.
Oh, you might be surprised. Is this what I think it is?
Depends what you think it is.
I
It's
think
just a
you could-
messenger bag, isn't it?
I think you could fit.
You
a
can
lot.
carry so many messengers.
Yes.
They would not survive, though, would they?
No, they would not. No one would know.
No one would know. How much for this? And he winks as he says this. Messenger bag.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh.
Sure.
Is there something in your eye, Tinker?
Always. 12.
A 12.
Okay.
She'll look at you.
Tinker flashes
18
his
gold
smile.
pieces.
Tinker's smile turns to a frown. Oh.
Also,
Well-
please, can you back up your dribbling, whatever that is on my goods?
Sorry. That is my fault.
Yeah, do you have a bebo or something for that?
I used to, but it melted.
No,
Morel's gonna
I'm sorry.
braid in and go.
understandable.
That is actually his very highly useful saliva.
It's
Ooh.
still damaging the goods. Sorry.
No, I know,
I have to
but,
make a profit here. I can't just
Of
have someone
course,
come
of
in
course,
and
but I'm
destroy
just
my
telling you
things.
that
Well,
maybe
how about we
yeah.
present A trade?
I'm always open for trade.
Well,
You're welcome.
thank you, Morella. It's a very good idea. What if I said that I had a one-of-a-kind, cannot be found anywhere solution that is highly acidic and will break down almost anything?
Almost anything?
Well, there's been nothing I've found yet that it can't break down. Mind you, I have not tested it on literally everything in this world.
Hello.
But I guarantee
Are you talking about your own drool?
Morel nods.
Because I'm curious now.
Well, yes.
Do you have a sample?
Tinker
Does
looks
he-
down at
does he have a
burn marks on the
sample?
floor.
I would like to give it a try. Like, for say, if I were to keep it in a glass container, you say it's very potent. Glass is supposed to be acid resistant. Does that work?
Well, I did some. Hold on for a second, and Tinker rushes up to the room and comes down with a vial of a vial. So I've worked with this glass for a very long time, and I found that as long as I rotate it out every couple of months, it won't eat through.
So
eventually,
you're
yes.
saying it will eventually. That is quite interesting. May I? And she holds a hand out towards the
Of
container.
course. And Tinker passes it over.
And she will take it, and she sort of like hides, like she puts her back to all of you. And she, you can definitely hear like she opens this container, and she does her best to prevent you from seeing what she's doing.
You can't say that in front of Tinker and not expect him to try to.
Okay, make a perception check.
What is going on?
At
I
every
would like to
turn,
know
presenting a mystery.
everything that she is doing.
Yeah, I will let you know with that natural 20. It was the only
Nice.
thing that could give you this information.
Oh.
It's almost to the point where I might ask everyone else to take their headphones off for just a second.
Oh
All
my
right.
god.
Not
Ready.
again.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm
Ready.
so sorry, everyone.
Jesus,
Ready.
all right.
Chat be good. Chat be good.
Everyone be good.
Chat be good.
You see her put a piece of her hair in, and it dissolves. She quirks an eyebrow and she puts her finger in it. Her finger starts dissolving, and she shows no sense of pain. And when she takes the finger out, it immediately regenerates.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. All right.
We-
And
There
she
you-
turns around and she says, "I'm very interested. May I buy this container for you?"
Yeah. Well, I mean, does it help us get somewhere with that messenger bag?
Make another persuasion check.
That is going to help less than you might think it will.
No,
No.
this is you've already succeeded. This is to see how much of a discount you might get.
Well, that's a good roll.
Oh.
Good.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Ooh, this is pretty
Ooh,
good.
yeah. She'll look at you and say, 10 gold. I'm very intrigued by this.
10 gold, you say?
Yes.
Tinker turns to Trish and puts on the biggest puppy dog eyes and flutters his eyelids. And he goes,
Trish, my friend. I could hold so many books for you.
Trish puts up her hand, stopping you already at that moment. Turns to to the. I'm looking at the photo. She looks amazing.
Serena. Her name is
Yeah,
Serena.
Serena looks amazing. Serena, as you can see, my adorable little friend here.
Why the air
Yes.
quotes? He is adorable. Look at him.
You know what?
Yes, I am
He's the
adorable.
cutest.
I am the cutest, yes.
And I think what he's providing you with his spit, saliva, grossness is pretty. I mean, it's Not you won't find that anywhere. I know, but I think maybe we could bring it to maybe 8 gold.
8 gold? I'm already giving you pretty much half off. I would say if you buy something else as well, I will give you one. If you buy one more thing, I will bring it down to 8. Huh? I'll
What's
give you
the cheapest thing
bulk
you have in your
discount.
shop?
What do those spell scrolls say, Josie?
Cheapest thing, and she does, as you say the cheapest thing, she starts gesturing towards like what is clearly a bunch of assorted useless junk and knickknacks. And then she turns towards one of the spell scrolls and says, probably this. And it goes for 5 gold pieces. So with the two together, that would be 13 gold pieces. But it's useful. No, do you? And she sort of looks at Valia, and Valia just nods, like they're fine. Don't worry about it. It's just, do any of you use magic? Any little spell secrets?
What does it do?
It fixes things.
Oh, we could definitely use that up in our room.
Yeah.
Trish looks over at Tinker and just goes, "I'm sorry, little buddy. I just don't have the coin for 10.
I mean, I have some coin.
I don't have 10
You
gold
see
coins."
Tinker visibly deflate. He is.
I will
so
stop
sad.
everyone here and just
Yes.
this is something I've been thinking of, and here
Yeah.
I'm gonna, as a DM, I'm gonna put my foot down and mention that a couple of sessions back, Trish got a coin pouch from Action, never counted it, never
Nope.
told anyone. So
Oh yeah,
just
that's right.
I just need to
honestly
ask
didn't
as a
remember.
DM, is that something you've kept hidden deliberately, or did you forget? Okay.
I kept it hidden deliberately.
Okay.
Tinker has deflated, and he
No.
slowly sort of walks
Did
away.
his like snout droop?
His snout does.
Oh
droop,
no, like
his
the
tail
the-
drags, and you
He
could
looks
swear
like a drowsy.
you could you swear
Get out.
that he is he's even turned slightly less of like a red, and is definitely more of like a muted copper color.
Oh,
He is
oh,
devastated.
Don't do this.
It is all right, Tinker.
Can
I'm
you
sure we
roll
can-
completeness? I
When
wanna-
Morel says it's all right, he turns. He barely
can-
doesn't want to feel hope again.
I can like no,
His
I
life is over.
cannot afford all of it, Tinker, but I can help you find something in the future if you want.
Oh,
I
don't
mean,
quite
there
have
is something else you could do if you are lacking the coin.
Drew's just gonna walk away and go count how much money is in that coin bag.
She didn't even
Okay.
count it yet.
No,
Yeah, he didn't.
She just grabbed it.
I'm just gonna go. I just have to excuse myself. Go somewhere else and go count
I'm
it.
gonna hold on. Roll 2d4 and 2d6.
I haven't even rolled it yet.
34.
Hilarious.
Actually hilarious.
Here we go. Roll one.
It's gonna be copper though. LOL.
13.
13. Hold on, I gotta see what's what. Okay, so there are 4 silver pieces and 9 copper pieces.
All right. So 4
I mean,
and
I'm so
9.
sorry, my bud. I can't.
I could throw like 20 silver towards us.
Trish comes back. Oh, thank you. And still looks very like avoiding Tinker's gaze now.
It's
'cause-
10 gold, 10 silver per gold, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I've got 2 gold, but I mean, if we could just rustle up a little bit more, that I can't tell you how. I mean, we all know what that bag is.
Or,
How much more gold do we need?
It's a bag.
Oh, Forrest, it's so much more than a bag. That bag can hold everything. If we find pirates, we could keep them in that bag.
Forrest, save your money.
Did you
And
hit
Morel
your
will
head?
give 60 silver.
That's a tiny bag.
What? Doing this?
15.
Huh? Me?
What did she say?
I said 60 because I am a sucker for cute kobolds.
So that's eight.
And so
eight
is
gold so
Morel.
far.
That's it. Yeah.
Trish, please. This would mean so much to me.
You
Wait, is
all
it-
look so desperate. There's one more thing you could do if you wanted to be able to pay for this without spending all of your money.
And what would that be?
You could always. I have some very peculiar customers, and she sort of looks down, and Valia immediately sort of turns around and makes herself busy, like she wants nothing to do with what's about to happen. I have some peculiar customers with some acquired tastes, and do you know if you were willing to maybe donate a little bit of blood, I could give you some money for it, because I have some people who pay very well for different kinds, especially all of you being such a peculiar individuals. I don't know about you though, hiding behind this weird illusion, and you behind your mask. I don't know anything about the two of you.
Hey, weird illusion.
What? You're not fooling anyone, please.
Oh, deep down, she's just like the rest of us.
Just
Look.
like no, you have to understand, no one is like anyone. And the people that I have some communication with, they like to know what they're imbibing and putting it on the label, where it come from. They like different things on different days. Like you, my big man, they would say, we can have the strength of a giant.
Well, that would be cool.
Trish turns around and says, I don't think this is a good idea. I have read in my
You don't
books.
have to. This is completely voluntary.
I think they can like do weird stuff to our blood, even maybe track it back to us. And Trish has pulled out 30 silver pieces.
Okay.
Well, that's 8.
Yeah,
No,
That's
that's
it, yeah.
that's
That's
11.
11.
That's 11.
Yeah.
But even without buying, if we didn't buy anything else, she said 8 originally.
No, 10.
She said,
Oh, was it 10?
perfect.
Okay,
Yeah.
10.
No, you
It
can
was
have
Trish tried to get it down to an 8.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Eight
Oh,
with
And
a, eight
haggle
with a
further.
purchase of something else.
That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking in my
Yeah,
head.
so
Okay.
10.
As she's pulled out the 30
So
silver
only
pieces,
50 then. Okay.
she's
Mhm.
well, she was going to give Tinker
Uh-huh.
5 silver pieces because she feels like you're a bit broke now. And goes, here's your allowance, and sort of goes to Morale. Do you want the other 5? Because you're putting a lot up front. Like,
It is fine. I do not need money, really.
okay, so Trish is just going to pull out 25 silver pieces.
Okay, so I've put up 50. I took 50 off. No, did I take 50 off or 60? Why can't I
You
count?
said
I was
60
thinking-
before.
I said 60 before. Yeah.
So you just need to do 55, and then Tinker will do the rest.
Okay.
Hang on. So,
Would that work?
so you did 25, and then how much did?
Well, you kind of did 30, really. And you said you were going to do 20. And then if we need 10, then I'll do 50.
I feel like it's been overcomplicated a little bit.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Work out the charity allowance after, I think is
That
easy.
sounds good.
Knowing that he's gonna actually get the bag, Color returns to Tinker's scales, and he's like,
Oh, I've always wanted to own one of these.
And he looked cuter before.
Do not crawl inside.
I will not. I even I
Trust
might.
me, I know you are curious, but do not crawl inside.
I
all right?
won't crawl
I've seen things.
Okay.
No, because you would not
Who
fit.
are you to deny him? If he wishes to crawl inside, you
I
will.
call dibs if he does.
I do not want a bag.
That's the way to do it.
Tinker inside.
That's the most.
Look, I'll-
That's the exact sort of.
I'll be honest, honestly, hold on, give me a moment. And she takes the bag and she just turns it upside down and pushes like on the top of it so it becomes folded inside out. Okay, we're good. Puts it back together.
And we were all like holding our breath, like, is there something going to come out?
what if a body fell out or something?
This was Nana's bag before.
Oh no.
Cauldron comes out. Oh,
Oh, I don't know about this.
Several corpses.
Morel's gonna take like sort of pull on why can't I think of it? Forrest's elbow and go, the bag holds a lot of things, more than it looks like. That is why it is valuable.
And straight away,
It is, my big man. It is bigger on the inside.
Oh, that's interesting. How does that work?
Yeah, it's here. And she holds it up and she opens it and says, put your arm inside it.
All right.
Just your arm. Yeah, and you find no bottom.
What?
Magic.
Well, you seen this? This is ridiculous.
I do see it, yes.
It fit my whole arm. It's so tiny.
It could fit all of you, but don't go in there. Technically, I don't think, because you still have to be able to get through the actual size of the opening, and you're a bit big.
What's it look like? It sticks his head in.
Oh, no! And your elbow will catch you before
you pull him out again. First thing you realize, it was incredibly cold. There was no air. And you just saw, like, colors and darkness, and also nothing.
Forrest,
Whoa.
we do not put our head in the bag.
You can't breathe in there, Morel.
No, we...
Don't do that.
Have we learned not to put our head in the bag?
Well, not for very long, anyway.
He's starting to learn.
Well, I need
Not so very long, is it?
Find a dead forest in your room in the morning.
I need to breathe,
Yes,
Tinker.
that.
I might be big, but I still need to breathe.
No. But the fact that you're willing to do it in short bursts to know what's in there. A man of science is beginning to blossom within you.
I've got a man
Well-
in me.
If nothing else, I have some business with Valia and the Daughters of Flame, and then I need to get moving. Is there anything else I can help you with? Anything you want me to look out for? Don't worry, Forrest. I will keep an eye out for something that might help you find Eobard, and the next time we run into each other, hopefully I've got something.
Oh, thank you very much.
But do also make sure you collect lots of silver and gold. It might be expensive.
All right, I'll do my best.
Your best is usually enough. I believe in you.
Oh, you're very kind. What was your name again? Sorry.
Serena Lassagne. It says so on the card. And she points at the little business cards.
It's like, I cannot read. Sorry.
Ah,
We're working on it.
it's all good. I might have something that might help with that. Hold on. Here we go. And she says, 2 copper pieces. And she's holding the equivalent of what looks like a kid's book.
Oh, yeah, no, Morel will be like, yes, and fish out 2 copper pieces.
Yeah. And you look at it, it's written in common. It's a bit old and dusty, and it's called The Little Coal That Could. And it's about, like, it looks like a little black coal piece with googly eyes on it.
And Morel just kind of flips through it and just sighs and goes, yes, we will learn with this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't have any copper, only these silver ones.
But did you know, Forrest, did you know that if you give me 1 silver piece, I will give you 10 copper pieces?
No.
Yes.
That's
But
so generous.
If someone says different, they're lying to you. If someone says, give me the silver piece, you can have 5 copper pieces, they're lying to you.
Why would they do that?
Always 10. Because some people are cheats and liars.
Well, that's true.
Like pirates. Yes.
Just to confirm, Josie, what can I add to my inventory?
A bag of holding.
Yes!
Yeah, baby!
Oh, I wasn't sure if it was a bag of holding or a handy haversack.
The handy haversack is usually many small pouches that hold like separate things, whereas the bag of holding is one big space.
Hell yeah.
So,
But
Always
it
give
does.
the big holding to the smallest
Yeah.
person.
It looks like a a canvas messenger bag. So it's like got the shoulder strap and it's
Yep.
just got the
Nice.
flap that you folds over it.
I want to note that Tinker won't put his backpack in this. He's going to wear his backpack, like his large, overly sized
Yeah.
backpack, and have this bag. He's going to use both.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
We
he's
would
not-
expect nothing less.
Of course.
You were already ogling someone else's backpack. Like,
Yeah,
I think we know that
no.
backpack size is pretty important to you. I would argue it's what's in the backpack, but you know.
Yeah, Valia eventually returns, and with Serena, they start talking. They start talking about business and things that seem, to some extent, uninteresting. Maybe they talk about topics that you don't really have context for. Is there anything else you would like to buy from Serena?
No.
Okay. So eventually, you, Valia will tell you, Tinker. We can get back to this tomorrow. I'm gonna have to talk to Serena for a bit, and the others will eventually come by. But I can put time aside if we want to finish the translation tomorrow night. Is that okay?
That. And he sort of weighs up all the things that have happened tonight. He's like, that should be fine. I think I can withhold my excitement for a little bit longer.
I mean, if anything, you could read the translation you've got already and just try to memorize it.
His eyes widen, and he just weaves it all into his new bag of holding and runs up.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. So eventually, you retire back to your rooms. The evening draws near. And as you all get ready for a night's rest, we're going to go on a little break.
Wee.
All right.
Everyone, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. We'll see you here very, very shortly. Everyone stay tuned. See you, Spood.
Beer back.
And
Yeah,
that's
so we all know that Tinker is just a scam artist at this point, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Or
If you-
at least he's an attempted scam artist.
I mean, a successful one at this rate.
oh, absolutely. If you think
I-
any of any of the sort of like social cues that Tinker put forward before were honest, maybe one or two of them, but yeah, maybe he's just a little bit trickier than you think. You know?
Yeah. I'm
He's
gonna put
not
my cat in
lying.
that
He's
whole thing.
exaggerating.
Yeah, he was upset that he wasn't going to be able to get it,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and
Sure.
he is adorable. So
And he's part
you know,
chameleon.
like,
He changed his color.
part
Yeah,
chameleon.
Oh, I'm so sad. I'm copper now. Literally you.
No. If you remember, the words I used was you think you could almost see that his scales have changed color. I
Yeah.
didn't say that they
Well-
did change color.
Welcome in back, everyone, to us. Hey, we're just really quickly gonna go through again for those who might be using the podcast format. I'm Josie Poser, the Dungeon Mistress. This is session 10 of Quintessence, a Sammantis Chronicle, and I'm joined by, among others, Ozzy Devfro.
Yes, that's me, Ozzy Devfro, playing Tinker Slobbersnout, our lovable kobold who just scammed the party to get a bag of holding.
And getting scammed was also Cuddly Raptor.
Yep, getting scammed was Cuddly Raptor, who is playing Morel. I'll actually tell you about her this time. A prickly sorceress who definitely knew that she was getting scammed and just did it because she felt kind of bad anyway.
And now with a fancy new book in his possession, it's Roju.
Wow. It's me, Roger. Hi, I have a children's book now. Yeah, I'm playing Forrest Barkley, our lovely tall paladin, and yeah, he's gonna learn to read one day.
One day. And definitely scammed is Wettest Orb.
Hi, I am Wetterstorb. I played Trish, Amethyst Dragon, born bard. Now look, Trish has been scammed since she met Tinker. So look, it's just been one roller coaster of emotions after
Par for the
another,
course.
hanging out with this kid.
By now, she's just running with it.
Yeah, she's running out of money, so I think the schemes will run out quick.
Yeah.
That's when Tinker leaves, when there's no more money to get out of these people.
Wow.
I know you guys love Tinker, but he's only going to be here for another month, and then we're getting a new character.
You think so low of Tinker. He's just, look, this
You
bag will
made
have-
us think low of Tinker.
But when has he done, hold on, when has he done the wrong thing?
Frequently.
Continuously
What would consider wrong?
eavesdropping on
You
things.
would have been able to buy that bag at full price if you didn't ruin the entire room and force Trish to pay for it.
Well,
Yeah.
well, okay, hold on.
A lot of my money
Some
went to that
true, yeah.
room.
But by doing that, he
Mhm.
learnt how to be stronger. He learned how to make his crossbow better, which then assisted our next combat. So,
Mhm.
was that
You
the
know, we
wrong
may
thing
never
to
know.
do,
We may
or
never
the
know.
long
We
way
will
to
never
get
know.
back the right way?
We will never know.
We will never know.
It was the wrong way, but we may never know.
It was 100% the wrong way. But, you know, who knows what could have happened in an alternate
You know
reality.
what? No, you know what? Whatever helps us all sleep at night is the answer that we
And Tinker sleeps
A
very
bed
well.
would help Forrest sleep at night.
Yeah, that's true. But we're gonna get back into this now, people. And I'm gonna ask the age-old question: is there anything any of you would like to do before you tuck in for the night?
Me.
You okay? What's Mirel up to?
Morel would like to pull Forrest aside, actually, if Forrest is also not doing anything at the moment.
Nope.
Yoink. Got him. Okay, because I distinctly remember that, like, a whole week ago, which was, like, today, we just really casually discussed with the scrapped one how you had died. So we're going to talk about that now. So... yeah, she's gonna try and find like a
What?
quiet area of the hallway or somewhere that they can talk, reasonably privately, like just one-on-one kind of thing, not putting him on the spot or anything, but just gonna pull aside and say, Forrest, do you have a
Oi.
moment?
I'm pretty sure I do.
All right. Earlier today, when you were toe-to-toe with the scrapped one, which was very entertaining, by the way, you mentioned that you had died? Are you
Did
all
I
right?
did I say that?
I think you did. Well, obviously you're here now, so I cannot see how you have died. But,
Well, I'm not sure, to be honest. But I think I experienced something like death. But I'm not dead, so
well, right, you are here. All right, just don't keel over on us, right?
oh, I won't be dying anytime soon. And even if I do, that won't stop me.
That is concerning. No, I just wanted to make sure you were all right.
Oh, I'm okay now. It was right after they took Eobard. I tried to stop them, but they hurt me, and I couldn't have stopped them. And I tried to follow him, but I couldn't go on, and I met a really nice stick fellow, and he stayed with me till I went to sleep. And when I woke up, eventually, but I was in a different place.
Right. It sounds like a lot, but
It was difficult.
we'll get him back.
I hope so.
No, we will. We will.
No, we will. You're right. I hope he's okay.
Me too.
You know, I really appreciate you coming along with me, Morel. You're a good friend.
Well, you want to help your family, and I admire that. I can't help mine, so let's help yours.
Oh, I'm sure you can help yours. If you
Maybe.
want to.
Maybe one day.
Well, if that day comes and you need my help, you let me know. I'll be there for you.
Thank you. I have to go. And she
Oh.
just runs. Well, no, doesn't run. She walks down the hall and
All right, bye.
closes the door.
Mirel, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Shit, you do, don't you? Yep.
I do.
Yep. I'm on it. Oh, it wasn't very good, Josie.
What was it?
It was a 7.
That ain't that high.
Ow.
As Mirel says that she needs to go, Forrest, you turn around to look at her. She's nowhere to be seen.
Oh, that was quick.
You look down and there's not even anything that way. It was a dead end. She's not there anymore. And you get this eerie sensation that you should go away from there. You shouldn't follow Mirel. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh. That's a 17.
17. Mirel, what's your spell save DC?
It is a 13.
13.
You're good.
You feel that sensation, Forrest. You shouldn't go there. You shouldn't follow Mirel. But at the same time, you could. The feeling isn't so strong that it prevents you from going that way.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Did I see her leave?
No.
though? Like she was just gone? Like
Yeah.
I imagined her?
Yeah. From Mirel's perspective, you're standing perfectly still. Your back turned towards Forrest, staring at the wall, hoping for the world to vanish.
Or is it
Thinking
gonna
about your family.
just do like
After a
360?
moment, if Forrest sticks around, all of a sudden Mirel is right there again in the corridor.
Oh.
Hmm.
What happened? You had a... He looks away, like, back like she's gonna vanish again.
What do you mean?
You disappeared there for a second. I was talking to you, and you said you were gonna go, and I said goodbye, and then you were not there very quickly. And I looked around, and now you're back very quickly. And I'm very confused.
I've been here the whole time. I do not know.
Meryl, you feel something brush up against your leg.
I look down.
Eleonora is right there, just stroking across your legs very, very closely. And looking up at you with those beady, almost hollow, void-like eyes.
I will pick up my cat and give her a couple really big pets, a little nuzzle, and just go, I'm sorry, Forrest. I was here, but I was also far away. I probably just was thinking of something.
Oh, does that usually make you go away?
I don't know.
Oh. Well, try not to think of things then. And he kind of like pats you on the shoulder. I don't want you to go away.
I'll try.
Well, I'm going to bed now. I'm a wee bit tired and I don't have a bed, so...
Do you want my bed?
Oh, no. Look, I'm used to sleeping on the ground. It's fine.
While they're out there having their conversation, can Tinker attempt to remake the bed? It's been a day.
You can make that Tinker Tools check. Yes.
I would like to check. Okay.
Yeah. So a dexterity check plus proficiency bonus.
Alrighty, we can do that. That's a 20 once you add proficiency.
With a 20, yeah, you have reassembled the bed.
Hell yeah.
He has reassembled it, and he even made sure if he found any greenery around the inn, he made sure no one was looking, and he pinched a little bit, and has even decorated it with a bit of greenery for Forrest. Because he felt bad. All the snide comments about not having a bed got to him, and he's made the bed.
There we go.
So you know there's nothing snide. It's like,
No,
it's
that's
literally
work.
he's just stating the facts.
I would have slept better with a bed.
Yeah, but Forrest, you return to the room and you see, albeit patched work, ramshackle, decorated with some stolen flowers and leaves, the bed frame has been reassembled and it seems functional.
Oh.
Seems functional.
You give it a test, it holds your weight. Your feet are still definitely sticking out the end though.
Understand.
Fair. Oh, did you do this, Tinker?
No, it must have been. One of the staff must have come in and replaced it.
Oh, well, that's very kind. I'll have to thank them in the morning then.
Yes.
Just don't disassemble it, yeah?
No, I promise you, I will not break this one.
Also, what's disassemble? I heard you say it.
Oh, it means to understand how something is made. Sort of like a fancy way of saying it.
Oh.
So if you want to understand how something's made, you say you need to disassemble it.
Oh, all right. So you understand how this is made then?
Absolutely. How else would I? I mean, the staff have been able to make a new one.
Right, all right. I guess. Sure. Well, either way, I'm going to pack it in. Did you need anything before I go to sleep?
No. I'm excited to try out that paper.
Oh, aye, the paper. Yeah. How did she say to use it?
I'm pretty sure she said put a drop of blood on it, right?
I guess.
Here, let me help.
Tinker comes
sorry.
over and pulls out a claw.
Oh, it's alright. I got this. I'm just gonna pull out Fang and just go a little slice. Just
Yes.
put it on the paper.
You watch Forrest cut himself on a piece of wood.
You want to use this?
No, I don't think I will. But another time, I wouldn't mind getting a look at your stick.
You're welcome to look at it.
I promise not to disassemble.
Just don't break it.
No.
Although I think you'd have a hard time breaking it.
Is that a challenge?
What's a challenge?
Good night, Forrest.
Right, good night.
Are the two of you going to follow the instructions of these notes?
Yes, yeah.
What notes?
No, the piece of paper that Tinker was mentioning.
Yeah. Whatever the instructions were verbally given to him, he will follow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's Tinker would know there was put a drop of blood, fold it up, put it under your pillow.
Yep.
Got it.
Is Mirelle going to use her note?
No. She's going to stare at it for a little while, and then she's going to put it away.
Is Trish doing anything specific before bed?
Trish was making a pile of books that she was going to give to Tinker to put in the bag of holding, and then a pile of books that she put on herself. But she
Just sorting her little collection.
Yeah, but the problem that she's got is all the books are in the pile that she's going to carry herself. She can't part with giving some to Tinker. Like, oh, this could go with Tinker, but no. Oh, this one is no, I need this one too. Oh, this one's about no, I'll put it with me. She's done that like 7 books by now, so she's decided she's got to keep them all.
If Tinker knew that she wouldn't want to part with any of her books.
But he doesn't.
No
And
clue.
Trish, you didn't buy any of these pieces of paper.
Nope, I did not.
You might see Mirelle holding it, though. I don't know if you would... Yeah.
Yeah, so while she's like on the last book that she's putting back away, what's going through your head, Mirelle?
This is supposed to give you an opportunity, but I don't really need a good opportunity. Do you?
Well, you miss 100% of the opportunities you don't take.
Maybe. I don't even know what I would want out of it.
Well, what are you looking for in this adventure? To get away? To hide? What if this is going to help?
And she kind of shrugs. And she still puts it back in her bag.
Okay.
Okay. Trish sort of stretches and
Does
takes
Trish
off.
sleep with her amulet on?
Normally she does, but she's locking the door and sleeping with it off this time because she just want to be herself, and she feels like she can be herself in front of Morel.
Aww. Meanwhile, Mirelle pulls her hood up every single night.
Yeah.
She just
with
back at the wall. Sorry.
Do you sleep with the mask on?
No. I take the mask off, but she does still kind of curl up a little bit.
She does the thing where she pulls the strings in the hood so it just crimps down.
It's like a cinnamon roll. It's like Eleonora, and then she's curled around Eleonora. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So, getting to bed, getting comfortable for the night. Tinker and Forrest are both bleeding on the paper, folding it up, putting it under their pillows. I need to know what papers you went for, because I don't remember.
I had a celestial one.
And I had the fiendish one.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
Roll off.
Okay.
Ooh.
Roll
What,
up.
what
Okay.
are we rolling?
Roll a
Uh,
d20. The one who gets the highest picks who goes first.
Ooh.
D20, let's make it a D100.
No.
Oh,
let's
sure.
go.
Do it.
Hell
Roll a
yeah.
d100.
Bow.
The winner chooses who goes
Oh,
first.
49.
Oh,
There is
Go.
statistically a higher chance that
That's
I.
true. It's slightly
Yeah.
below average.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, oh,
But we all know how you do with D100 rolls.
7. I
Whoa.
rolled.
shit.
oh. Hey.
Okay, so who goes first?
I will let Forrest go first.
Oh.
Nice.
I will be the canary in the gold in the
Mhm,
coal
mhm.
mine.
Yeah.
I mean, we've both done it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're both asleep. They
We're
do
both-
technically happen simultaneously. Forrest, you drift off to bed to the scent of honey and brooks, wildflowers. Almost seems like the scent that was on this paper is magnified as you drift off. You find yourself on familiar rolling hills, wandering across the open landscape that covers most of the coastline of Thirona. You don't remember this place specifically, but you can tell that it's home. You sit down to rest, but you hear a voice. It says, "Stand up, soldier."
Me?
Stand up. Up, on your feet.
Oh.
You see standing before you in this large, wide-shouldered armor, polished to a mirror reflection, these large, wild, white, almost silvery wings on their back. The skin is ashen gray with golden freckles, and the hair is buzzed on the sides, and there's a leaning mohawk, like someone who has a mohawk but hasn't
Oh, yeah.
styled it up.
Another one, yeah.
Yeah, this person has a very square face, almost like the jawline is perfectly angled,
hmm
and says, "I see. So you've come here for the opportunity. You have chosen this the righteous way of life."
Oh, yeah, I hope I'm going the right way.
Good, good. I will have you know that this is the way to go. I'm glad to know that you didn't choose the other one.
Well, this one reminded me of home, to be fair, so...
Well, it is the home of the strongest, the protectors and the guardians. Well, enough of that chit-chat. You look capable. You look strong.
Oh,
You look like a protector.
that's right, I protect.
Good. Now, I'm offering you the opportunity of a lifetime.
Oh,
I will offer you the opportunity to protect even better.
oh,
Yes, when you find yourself in a peculiar situation, you can make sure to stay near your friends. How does that sound?
well, that sounds perfect. That's exactly what I want to do.
Good, good.
It's getting
I will say that you can turn back from this deal if you find it not really fitting with you, simply by tearing up and eating the piece of paper that you put your blood on.
Oh. Oh, so this is not a dream. Right. Okay.
It is a dream, but it's
Oh.
also real.
Well, that's very confusing, but all right.
Yes. Imagine that this is a dream where you can act freely.
All right.
Yes.
I think.
So
I
what do you
get it.
say?
Well,
Do we have a compact? And this individual holds a big, like, gauntleted hand out towards you. I will give you the power to protect your friends. It does come with the caveat of you might find it harder to, shall we say, be away from your friends.
Well, I don't like being away from my friends anyway.
Well, then this sounds perfect.
Right, and I'm trying to protect them as well. So
Yes.
I guess that...
I can feel it within you, the soul of a protector, a guardian, a shield against the forces of the dark.
Oh, I got a shield.
Perfect. Perfect. You're made for the job.
Well, nice to meet you. What's your name?
My name is Glyphwara.
Glyphwara. I'm Forrest Barkley. Nice to meet you. Claps hands.
Yeah, Claps shakes the hand. So, do we have a compact? Do you agree, good sir?
Well, I don't know what a compact is, but yeah, I agree.
A compact is like a promise.
Oh, well, I promise to always keep my friends safe. That's for sure.
Yes, good. But I will... Still, I have to let you know that if you feel like what comes of this doesn't suit you, that your own way of protecting your friends and loved ones might be more beneficial, all you have to do is tear up the paper and eat it.
Right. Well, I don't quite understand that, but
if you lose the paper, you'll have to come to find me first, and we can talk about it.
I'm sure it'll make sense eventually.
I am sure. Well, very well. Now, this figure gives like a curt head bow. Enjoy your dream. And they just turn into little dandelion seeds in the wind and blow away.
All right. Bye, Glyphora. Could have stuck around. What do we do now?
And you find yourself slowly losing the lucidity, and it starts to move into a normal dream.
Oh, cloud.
Yeah. Oh. Tinker.
I'm worried.
A little worried.
Tinker, you go to sleep. The smell of this paper just smells like home, really. Like surrounded by your various vials and amphoras of acid. And eventually here... Sorry, am I bothering you?
Oh, well, I mean, it depends on what you want, really.
Well, what do you mean what I want? What do you want? You're the one who did the thing.
What
And
do I
you look over and you see what looks like a somewhat feminine form who's currently, like, you see these large cresting horns on the head. Movement on the, like, a little bit further away tells you they might have some form of wings or appendages on their backs. You see this person is currently, like, pulling a cover up over their face. Like, just tell... Are you here for the thing?
I'm here. I don't know where here is, but I'm here.
Oh my god!
I want to look.
We're in your head, I guess. But you
my
called me.
head. This is my head. How interesting.
Well, I'm just
Wait,
borrowing
we're in
it for a
my-
moment.
But if we're in my head,
Tinker thinks really hard about
a sandwich.
And all of a sudden, you can smell it. A sandwich. And you see the sandwich is slowly, like, sliding towards you.
Oh, that's creepy. No, go away.
And the sandwich, for all its lack of sapience, frowns and heads off.
Yeah, go to the furthest reaches of my mind. Okay, that's it. That's really cool. So we're inside my head then, huh?
Yes, but it's late. What do you want?
You mean it's late? It's only, what, 10 o'clock? 11 o'clock?
Yeah,
Not that
yeah, I
late.
get up early. I'm busy.
No, I'm busy too. What are you doing in my
Yeah,
head?
okay. No, you called. You bled on the paper, and here I
Ooh.
am.
This is the opportunity then.
Oh, right. I'm supposed to give you an opportunity.
Yes, you
yeah.
are. You're not very good at your job.
Maybe imagine if someone woke you up in the middle of your sleep and tried to get you to do your job.
Tinker
How would
does
you
imagine
feel?
that really hard.
Yeah, and all of a sudden he gets super woozy.
Oh, okay. Yep. Oh, yep. There we go. Yep. I feel it. Excellent. I
Yeah,
like this
yeah,
dream.
right. Okay. I'm awake, and all of a sudden, instead of laying under a blanket, you see this figure, very androgynous with the slight feminine accentuations, currently sitting with a what looks like a very fluffy morning gown, sitting in a chair with a cup of coffee. Like, okay, let's get to this.
Hold on, I wonder if I can do. Tinker thinks really hard about putting a little bit of extra oomph in that coffee. Like,
And you do, and then you see this person looks down at it. Well, just pours it out. Don't do that.
I'm trying to help.
Yeah, well, I don't want to wake up. I just want to feel awake enough to do this thing. Okay, here's the deal. I have an opportunity. And I'm very grateful. Honestly, hold on. And just like slaps their own face a bit.
Oh, now you want to wake up.
Yeah, because I realize how important this is. Because I'm falling behind in the whole bet. So I'm just glad I have someone who.
That was your poem that had like no chalk marks in it.
Oh my god, no chalk marks? How many did it have?
Tinker can remember how many there was, wasn't there?
Yeah, like 3.
Yeah, there was like only 2.
Oh shit. Well, hopefully I get to the third one this time. So here's the deal. You and I, we do a little trade. You give me a pinch of your, shall we call it, essence. A pinch. A tiny bit. And then I let you borrow some of mine. It will have, you might feel like a little bit less hearty about it, you might be a little bit more tired than usual, but when the time comes, I'll let you borrow some of my special adrenaline.
So, hold on. So, you're telling me that I give you a little bit of my essence?
Yeah, a little bit of you.
A little bit of me.
A little bit of you. And I give you a little bit of me.
And I then become constantly more tired.
No, not like constantly more tired. You might just feel like you're, like, a little bit less. But it's barely noticeable. I swear. Hold a hand up.
However,
I swear.
at one time, I can call upon a little bit of your essence.
No, here's the deal. I take only a little bit. Once. It might have some long-term effects. We don't need to talk about those. And you can then have a little bit of my essence, say, once per day.
But I like all of me. How do you know what little bit of me you'd be taking?
Well, it's not anything specific, really. It's like a little. I'm just skimming off the top of a little bit of everything.
Skimming off the top. Oh, and he puts his hand up to his wig. Oh.
Oh, I won't touch that, I swear. That's good looking. You've got style.
Oh, thank you. Someone finally noticed.
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting scammed for sure.
Okay, but what if I don't like what you've taken? Can I get it back?
Yeah, for sure. Easy peasy.
How?
Eat the paper. The ones you just bled on. Eat it.
When I wake up, is it still going to be under my pillow?
Yeah, I'm not actually here.
Oh. That's right, we're inside my head.
Yeah. It's
So
quite
what
an
you're
odd place,
saying...
really.
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing. I like it. It's got pizzazz.
So what you're saying is that I could accept the offer?
Yeah. And if you don't like it, you could just tear up the paper, chump it all the way down. But if you lose the paper, you'll have to come find me and we'll have to work it out in person.
Right.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you're saying that I could accept the deal.
And
Wake
then
up
you
in the
can
morning,
go
immediately paper, and it just goes all back to normal.
Yep.
But wouldn't that then? Does it still count in your little bet?
Yeah. But the same person can't do it multiple times.
Oh, I was trying to figure out a way to help you out.
Oh my god. Do you have any friends?
I do have friends.
Did you get any more papers?
No, we didn't get any more papers.
Shit.
One of them was too scared. And I think the other two didn't pick the same ones that I did.
Because I'm going to be honest. It's a pretty spicy deal. I think you'll like it. Your friends will be jealous.
The problem is I'm a details person. If you don't give me the details, I don't... there's so many unknowns on this, and I don't like not
Yeah, I'm
knowing.
sorry. It's part of the whole thing.
Yeah,
it's part of the bet.
Wait, hang on. If it's a bet, what's the other...
Yeah.
I'm assuming... What's the other side getting?
I actually don't know, but it's in the rules. They have to be vague.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
We can't actually tell anyone what they get. We can hint at it. We can, like it's a thing. But they can also go back on it whenever they feel like.
So
really.
again, if I eat the paper, everything goes back to normal.
Yeah.
And the paper's going to be under my pillow when I wake up.
Yeah. Unless you're a sleep eater, I guess.
I have been known to nibble a little bit in my sleep.
Okay. Well,
Fine.
shit.
Okay.
Well,
We haven't-
considering I'm still here, the paper is still whole and
It
intact.
must be. All right. Do we have to shake on it or something?
I mean, if you prefer, we
would
have to make
prefer.
physical contact if you want to shake
Spits in his
hands.
hand, holds his hand out.
Yeah, this person also spits in their hand and like slaps it. They
Yep.
go, "Ow!" and you also feel a burn.
Oh, would you look at that?
Ah, hey! And the two of you have like matching burn marks in your palms.
Hold on, that's not. Hold up.
Burn,
That's
brother.
pretty cute.
That wasn't, that's
Was that
how
meant
it
to
works. I guess. I mean, I'm more surprised that it happened when you did it.
happen? Yeah, but I'm not supposed to get burnt. I don't get burnt by my own spit.
Well, no, this was my spit.
Do you have the same problem as me?
It's not really a problem. I mean, it's later part of who I am. It's
really
it
hard
burns.
about a glass vial.
Yeah, a glass vial shows up, almost grows out of the ground, like. Whoop.
He takes it and he goes, "Spit in this for me, please."
I'm not sure. I think my oven is calling.
No, please. I will tell everybody about
It'll
your
be
side of
gone
it.
when you wake up, though.
But this is a dream that I have some moderate ability to control over, right?
I guess. What are you trying to figure
If
out?
it's going to
Really?
be gone when I wake up, then what's the harm in spitting in the vial?
I guess. Ooh, spits in it. And as the spit contacts the glass, it starts burning.
Tinker gets another, and he's constantly juggling this spit, and he spends the entire rest of the dream figuring out. He sciences the shit out of the spit. He wants to know
Yeah.
about it.
I am going to ask you to make an intelligence save.
Oh, okay. Intelligence save. That's a 9.
Everything after this person spit in the glass vial, you forget.
Bugger! You really wanted to know.
Oh, that would have been good.
But you do still remember that when this individual's saliva contacted almost in the air as it was going, it ignited.
Okay. All right.
But the two of you wake up, and I'm now going to tell you what you've agreed to.
Yay!
Who wants to go first?
Hooray! We'll do it in the reverse
Forrest,
order.
Doing the reverse order?
Do in reverse? Okay, I'm going to need Tinker to roll a d8.
Okay.
Ooh.
Sure. A D8.
And everyone gets to take a long rest.
Yay!
That was the best you could roll.
Yay!
Tinker, your maximum hit points are reduced by 1.
Great. Well, that's lucky.
But
Wait, as in, that
here's-
was what I lose.
you would have half of that roll. So you maximum would have been 4.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But in addition to this, you are considered, for the purpose of the Josie Poser expanded hit dice uses, you have an additional hit die.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
for like a recovery, push,
Yeah.
rally, those things, you are considered to have 1 additional hit die.
Nice.
Right.
You
That's pretty good.
cannot roll it for health during a short rest.
Yeah.
This one can only be used for those specific reasons.
Cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's really
Yes.
cool.
And this lost maximum hit point is restored if you like back out of the contract.
Cool.
And it's
Can-
only a one-time payment. And you
Right.
rolled the lowest you could.
That's
Pretty good.
so that means so instead
What a
of 3
bargain.
hit die, I have 4 hit die. Is that what
Yeah.
I'm cool?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's pretty dang cool.
Yeah.
Forest,
Damn.
Forest, you are no longer allowed to make initiative rolls.
What?
Instead, whenever combat begins before everyone rolls initiative,
Yeah.
you pick an ally and automatically share their initiative.
Oh,
Oh,
that's really cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
Forrest's
yeah.
initiative bonus?
Oh, it's +0.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So he can just pick an ally and sort of team up with them.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
And then you can do cool like
Combos.
Combo.
So you always have someone you can pick for comboing. This
that
is
is so cool.
That's brilliant.
Cool.
so as you all wake up in the morning, yeah, Trish and Mirelle, you had a great night's sleep.
Mhm.
Forrest and Tinker, you both awaken immediately, like at the same time almost. And yeah, there's just this sense that something's happened. And Tinker, you do feel like you almost have that sense like, am I getting sick? Or is it just morning, like, yuck, you know? Then when you wake up and you feel like, am I sick or just tired?
Tinker immediately spits into his hand.
Yeah, I guess roll damage for an acid splash. But I will say, before you even go to spit, you do see a little burn mark in your palm.
Oh. I guess he doesn't spit.
Okay, he goes.
How interesting.
Get ready for it. Oh. But yeah, you this is and you see a forest. It's almost like the sunlight is drawn to forest, just ever so slightly. Like, you know, people have a glowing personality. He's giving off that vibe.
Does have a glowing personality though.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm really glad they changed that bed.
I'm glad they
I actually had
they
a good
did.
sleep last night. That was all right.
I'm thrilled for you.
You know, and Glyphora was pretty all right too.
Oh, did you meet someone in your sleep too?
I had a weird dream after about the paper thing.
I also had a weird. Did your person offer you a deal?
Yes, that's right. It was a deal of some sort.
Oh shoot! Actually, hold on.
Tinker looks under his pillow.
Yeah, paper's still there.
Tinker picks up the paper and tucks it. He puts it into the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Forrest, do you want me to hang on to your paper
Hmm?
for you?
Oh no!
That way we won't lose it.
I think I should hold on to it myself.
Okay, suit yourself. But yes, what was yours like?
Well, it was very with the face.
I see.
And
I see.
he seemed to understand how important protecting your friends is. So that was cool.
That does sound very important. You two would have gotten on well.
Oh, hey, yeah, we didn't really get to spend much time together.
No,
he
my fellows
he was
seemed-
really very, very business. Like, oh, you protect your friends, and then bye, and then something about eating the paper if I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Which seemed weird as well. I don't know why I would eat the paper, but
Oh, well, I mean, if you're happy with what you talked about, maybe don't eat the paper.
well, I guess I don't know until it's bad. But it seems fine.
Yes. Well, my fellow seemed very put off by the whole ordeal, to be honest.
Oh,
Like, they didn't really want
was
to-
it the same fellow?
No. Mine was very different. Mine was very, very, you know.
Forrest kind of just mimics the gestures. Oh, hey.
And they were very tired. They just wanted to get out of there. But when I told them they were losing the bet, they perked up a little bit. They actually did their job, which was nice.
Oh.
And we talked about a few things. We talked about a few things.
All right. Well, were they nice?
No,
Oh, well,
no, they
sorry.
weren't.
That's a
Yeah.
shame.
But that's okay.
Should we get breakfast?
Oh, absolutely.
Great. Let's go.
Yeah.
What's happening over in the girls' room this morning?
In the girls' room.
In the girls' room this
In the girls'
morning.
room?
Gotta go to the
Girl.
girls.
Girls' room.
Breakfast.
We are. I don't know. I don't know if this is. I don't know when Trish usually wakes up, but I have this feeling that like Morel kind of wakes up a little bit before and gets ready super fast in the morning. So when Trish just wakes up, there's just like this person sitting like stone still on the bed, just waiting for them in like a hood in the bed.
Mask on, just like stoic. Yeah.
I think
You're like,
Trish
"Oh."
hears you getting ready, but sort of leaves you to get ready.
Oh, that's
Like-
probably good.
She sort of rolls over, grabs her necklace, and put it on. Becomes the most boring person in the world again.
Nice.
How did you sleep?
Oh, fine. And you?
Quite good actually. I felt like I could really stretch out properly. As she's like making the bed and stuff. What how the boys slept?
I wonder if they did their papers. You know, the blood drop and everything.
Look, I don't know if it's a smart idea, but I don't know. Would you like some breakfast?
Oh, yes.
All right, let's go. Opens the door. After you.
All of you eventually meet up downstairs for breakfast. Valia isn't really around right now. Instead, you see Action is there. that Simoran fellow who was quite big. He's sitting in the corner, and he's got like as you all come down, you meet in the stairs. This guy who's looking very strict, is scruffy looking, somewhat green skinned.
Nice.
Yeah, I saved it, I'm sure. And he is somehow, for some reason, sharpening a hammer.
I mean, as one does.
As
Hmm.
one does. Like he's got a handle of a big looking hammer, and there's just this cube-like piece of metal at the end, and he's in the process of sharpening it.
Hmm.
And he looks over. Morning.
What are
Morning.
you doing?
Morning.
Sharpening my hammer.
Yeah, well, that's obvious, but why are you sharpening a hammer?
So it is more effective.
But a hammer crushes things.
Yeah, with the flat ends. But this way I can also cut things.
That's genius. Why have I never
Yeah.
thought of that?
Why haven't you?
Tinker spends all of breakfast talking to the gentleman about the potential for getting other weapons that can be used for other purposes through various sharpenings, oilings, and
and he just
Yeah, and
does not stop.
he's very into it. He talks about it, and there's a moment where he's sitting there. You learn his name is Sengreth.
Okay.
And he's sitting there, and while he's doing this, you see Pharaoh is running behind in the kitchen. There's the little bunny lady named Lami who's setting up the sort of bit. They haven't opened for any outside customers yet, but there's a few people who seem to have stayed at the inn for the night. They're coming down for breakfast as well. And at some point, he looks at you, Tinker, and says, "You seem to know a couple of things about stuff.
I know a lot of things about a lot of stuff.
What do you make of this?" And he takes out a dagger from a little sheath and holds it to you. Like handle first.
Oh, Tinker.
You think about this. Stab.
Tinker takes the dagger and
Yeah, as soon as you grabs the handle, you hear a voice in your head. "What about the weather? Say, have you heard the one about Mrs. Lambert down the street?"
Oh no!
Gosh.
And Tinker drops the dagger.
Sedgrith looks at the dagger. Yeah, that's about what I expected.
That's fascinating.
Can't get it to shut up.
Have you tried putting a sock in its mouth?
It doesn't have a mouth.
No, it's got to have a mouth. How else does it talk?
I don't know, and it doesn't respond. It just keeps saying these weird conversation starters.
Do you want to get rid of the dagger?
I don't know. It would be nice if I could have actual conversations with it. It just feels so one-sided, and it keeps interrupting me. And frankly, I'm afraid if I stab someone with it, what if they hear it? What if the last thing you hear when you get stabbed is someone asking you how you slept, or what you had for breakfast, or if you've traveled anywhere exotic?
How about that weather?
Door is warm.
I mean, think of it this way. Instead of that person's last thoughts being, no, I'm being stabbed, death, they're thinking about the weather, or they're thinking about how they slept, or they're thinking
So
about...
you're saying it's a mercy?
I would definitely look at it like it's a mercy.
All
You're
right,
distracting them in their last moments, which could be terrifying and filled with struggle, but instead, it's filled with polite conversation and a smidgen of awkwardness.
I'll take it. And he takes up the knife and puts it back in the holster.
Maybe try understanding life by the dagger's point of view, and maybe you'll be able to find a connection. Maybe then it'll open up more.
What is the perspective of a dagger?
Well, unfortunately, I can't have all the answers. This seems like an adventure you have to take on the inside.
And with that, Tinker nods, picks up his plate, and walks away.
As you do, as you all gather for breakfast, you have food. Does anyone of the two of you, Tinker and Forrest, relay what happened? Does Trish and Mirelle ask what happened
Chris, right?
with the notes?
Mirelle will ask if they had a nice sleep. And if they don't say anything about the papers,
Forrest would absolutely include that.
he would
as part
probably
of the
include that.
story.
Yeah, because she would kind of segue into it, and then if he started talking about it, she'd be like, "Oh, cool."
Oh, I slept really well. Apparently, the stuff changed out my bed, so I actually had a bed. So that was really good.
Oh, is that right? And looking at Tinker.
Tinker wins.
But then I did the paper thing. Me and Tinker did the paper thing together, and I met Glyphora, and they said that there was a compact, and that I'd protect my friends. And I was like, yeah, I really like protecting my friends. It was a weird dream, and there was some clouds, and I don't remember the rest.
Oh, that is interesting.
It was very strange.
I mean,
but he
as
seemed
long as
like
it
a
does not
very-
hurt you, yeah.
I don't know. He said there would be a downside, but I I didn't understand what, and I certainly can't tell at the moment.
Well, if it seems the same, I suppose it is.
He said you can break it as well. It's a bit weird. You got to tear it up and eat it. So,
that is so strange, but
I can't imagine it would taste any good.
no.
But
And
you know, if it's bad, I guess I can do it. Did you do yours last night?
mine, no, I didn't really need an opportunity,
Oh,
but maybe in the future. You never know.
well, I don't know if you'll get Glyphora or Tinker's one, but because he said he had a different guy in his, but it seemed perfectly nice. Although I think Tinker said his wasn't. Tinker, you said yours wasn't very nice, right?
No, it was something like that. Yeah.
Well, mine was pretty nice though, so hopefully you get that one.
Very interesting. I hope it all works out for both of you.
Sure. I don't see why not.
As they are having this conversation, Trish, you notice that there's like a faint knock at the entrance door to the tavern, and Pharaoh quickly like scuttles over and opens the door, and not so much ushers, but opens it enough to let a couple of kids in.
We've never seen these kids before.
No, they seem to be just some street kids. Don't look like any one of them the oldest one might be 13 years old. The youngest one could be as low as 7, 6. There's like 3 or 4 of them.
Okay. Trish is just
And they,
keeping-
they stop when they see you, and Pharaoh says, "Don't worry, they're fine. Just ignore them. They're not very good investigators anyway." And just ushers children towards one of the tables. And they sort of sit there. All of them take whatever they have on their heads off. They go one at a time and wash their hands. And eventually, Pharaoh comes out with what looks like some bread rolls and porridge for all of them. And then he sits down with them and he's just talking nicely. And eventually, they look over towards your group again. And Trish, not being part of the active conversation at your table, you hear Pharaoh say something along the lines of, no, go ahead. You can tell me. They're fine. They're good people. They've helped out around here.
Trish is very much listening in while playing around with the loot.
Yeah. What the youngest one is looking at you as you're like tuning your lute. It's like a little bit excited looking. And then you hear the older kid say, apparently, that there was a couple of things that happened. The refugees headed to Valedale got attacked, and also the new meeting has been scheduled. It's 3 days from now, at the Heights, and apparently I couldn't hear too much. We almost got caught. But apparently the Gavinites responded, and they're sending some hotshot guy. I didn't catch a name. Something musicy. And the little kid who's looking at the loot just nods and says, "Yeah, he was like called the conductor or the maestro or something like that. You know, someone music like. I don't know. I didn't hear it all. I'm sorry. I had to run. I don't think I can go back there again." And Pharaoh says, "Thank you. That's all good. Well done. Well done. Yeah, don't go back there again. You've done a great job. So now eat up your food, and I'll get you in somewhere you can wash up and have a rest. All right? Don't worry about it."
At that, Trish actually starts playing her lute properly.
Make a performance check.
Let's go.
And
to
I will let you make a history check as well, considering your background.
So
Trish.
13 on the,
Yeah,
on the
You
performance.
start just start playing a little tune.
And here comes the history for a solid 18.
An 18. So you start playing as you're thinking. You've heard of a maestro. The maestro was the name of one immensely powerful individual in the War of Tides 50 years ago. He was called the maestro because wherever he would turn his sword, it would bolster the forces of the Gavanites of the Free Sedum, and they would follow it. Like he was simply directing, orchestrating the battlefield. And you also remember his actual name. And he would be old by now. The maestro, Marlin, is coming to Hague. And that's where we're going to end for today.
Marlin seems fishy.
Marlin.
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 We're going fishing.
So
Sweet.
that means if we want to get in there and scoop up some loot from the giant whale, we need to do it soon.
Mm.
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 Oh, what Tinker would have given to be hearing that conversation.
Yeah. Too late. I asked
You
him
were
about when he
talking
slept.
about other
Yeah.
stuff.
He was
I was being a
bettering.
dagger.
He was bettering someone else's life. I
Yeah.
want to know that he just made that man's life so much better. He's going to learn to connect with his dagger, understand his dagger, and he's going to forge a new relationship with that dagger.
I hope.
Well,
he never.
I guess we'll just have to ask Larsapan, because that's Larsapan's character.
Oh my god! There's been. That's wonderful.
Love it.
Well, I'm going to
Yeah.
run off.
Hilarious.
Orb, thank you so much. Have a great evening, Orb. Sleep well.
No, not all.
Night,
Night.
Orbie.
Night. So yeah, how are we feeling? Have we got any little snippets, questions? We've got a few
Yeah.
minutes.
I'm just
for
interested to
hanging
see
out.
what happens if I get too far away from my friends now.
I know. I'm like, are you?
No, I will say that's like, because I had to be vague. The actual drawback is you cannot roll initiative of your own. That's the drawback.
That is. That's nice. Yeah, I was like, are you gonna have to start sleeping in our room? Like, what is going on here?
It's not it's not an actual physical distance thing. It's more of a
You wake up first, like got an arm over you, just drooling on your shoulder.
Okay, not
How
sure.
did I get here?
I eat his paper so he can go away. Like,
yeah. No, it was more to symbolize like when battle starts, you have to stick with someone.
Stick with
sort
me,
of.
kid.
that's cool though. That's very fun.
I
knew
hope you
Peter
enjoyed
would-
those. I really tried
was
to make
so- it was
interesting
so good.
ones.
That was definitely
good.
interesting. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
As soon as Tinker's little toupee got complimented, I was like, no, he's in. He's in it. He's
Yeah,
gotta say yes.
Can you just kill the orb camera feed? That chair is going wild.
Oh, it is too, isn't it?
Yeah, look, Tinker's not one for taking infernal deals. That's definitely not something that he wants to do. But that seems
There it
so. I don't know.
He's pretty good,
It
actually.
seemed fine. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I must admit, Tinker was considering just accepting the deal and then eating the paper when he woke up just for a laugh.
Yeah.
Just going,
I mean,
lol, you thought you had a deal.
Yeah.
But then when you said like a hit die, I'm like, what can I do with that hit die? And then I thought of like all the other things I could try and influence with it. And like one max
Yeah.
HP is really not that much of a cost.
No,
Honestly.
it was literally just I had it in my notes. You rolled a hit die, and then half of whatever you rolled, your max hit points is reduced by that amount. So a 4 at level 3, having a 4 reduce of your max hit die
would be
could still be a
terrifying.
big deal.
Well, he has
But getting that
19
one-
max,
Yeah.
so now he's got 18 max. That's
Yeah.
not a big deal, honestly.
And like, as you go, it's gonna stay the same, right? So
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's pretty
True.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you got to
But
wait.
you can only use it on those special uses.
Yeah,
not,
yeah. Not to heal, but that's fine. That means I can use the other ones to heal and never really have to
Yeah.
worry about a penalty. So
Yeah,
it's,
you just have
Always
one,
free.
At least
one extra.
on one. Yeah.
Yeah. One freebie for sure. I don't know
So
if
that-
Morel would have
yeah.
taken a deal, to be honest.
I mean, we'll find out next time, won't we?
I guess, yeah.
Or whenever it is
Morel
she
would.
decides to use the paper.
Yeah.
Also, it is in game. It's the day that Forrest is supposed to pick up his armor.
Oh.
yeah. Okay, I'm writing that down because we will forget that.
we will
Yeah,
forget.
I have made a note in the calendar in Foundry, and I thought I'd made it public, but I hadn't. And I was like,
Oh,
maybe I'll
okay.
just see if they remembered.
Absolutely not.
No.
Oh,
Literally,
But
all
no.
I had a three gold piece down payment on it, and that's it.
But at the same time, I was like, no, that's kind of mean. That's like like so much of Forrest's backstory is like tied to the armor. It would be so rude if like, no, you missed a piece. It's forgotten now forever.
Oh no. That would be so sad.
That would be definitely
No.
unfortunate.
I mean, you say if we get things. I would like to know, for all of the previous campaign, I didn't take notes. I just couldn't like stream and take notes at the same time and whatnot.
And this time, you got
I-
away with it.
I'm doing pretty well. I mean, I could get away with it now that Tinker has the keen mind, but
Mhm.
I'm not going to. I'm still taking notes. So I
Oh
feel
my
like
God.
I'm doing
Proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Proud, so proud.
I'm
Mm.
pretty proud of you. I have
Orb is
notes.
taking notes. Oh my God, Orb is taking notes.
That's-
This time, Orb, remember to check the other side of your notepad.
Of what?
Remember when you got the instructions on how to find Shams? When he was like, I can't find my notes, and it was literally like on the other
I
side of the paper.
That is one
Oh
of
my
the
god, that is something I would do as well.
classic moment of last campaign was
It
Arthur
was
going,
such a big deal as well. Like,
we
like-
could have been lost in the desert for so long.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been so funny.
I
so
wonder,
funny.
Josie, you would have rescued us, right? You would have rescued us from our own silliness,
No,
right?
Yeah, I would. I would. Like,
begrudgingly.
I would have let you be lost for a little bit, and then I'd have like, make a couple of checks to see if you remember, and eventually he would remember,
Yeah.
But
No matter of how
Mm-hmm.
many checks he failed until one succeeded.
this is the second time Roju and Cuddly have had to sit out on secrets. By
I
the
know.
way.
I know. I
2 for 2, no secrets for
Man.
you.
No, see, this is a secret about Tinker's acid specifically, so he would have kept that one. He would not have revealed what he saw she do. She did. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
No, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
But he
I
hasn't said
haven't
anything
even
about
watched the
other
other
thing
one.
as
I
well.
haven't watched it. I'm gonna find it out eventually. Maybe.
I feel like you guys can know what happens here, but the characters can't. So I'll tell you what she
Exactly.
was doing. I think.
No,
that's-
no,
Oh,
no,
sure.
no.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Cuddly doesn't want to know.
Oh, I don't even want to know. No, don't you tell me.
You can tell me.
Don't you tell?
I can tell you, Roju.
You can tell me.
Alright, All right, so
Yeah.
she tested the
Uh-huh.
the she tested the acid by putting
Mhm.
one of her hairs in there, and it melted.
Oh.
And then she put her finger in there, and the finger also dissolved.
Oh, that's less good.
But then she removed
Not yet, Cuddly.
when she removed the finger, it was healed.
Oh, so it got better.
It was surprised at the fact that it actually dealt damage. And
Ah,
actually, yeah. So the fact that Tinker's saliva is that potent.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was
Okay,
the
and-
secret.
Beautiful. Yeah,
It
that's
wasn't-
really
it
cool.
wasn't that big of a
That's
secret.
fantastic.
I mean,
That's really cool.
it might be a big deal.
Yeah.
TLDR, acid strong.
Yeah,
Dang.
acid powerful.
Dang. Well, we knew that. though.
However, for now, it's only strong out of combat.
We're not
For
going to
now.
bring that strength into combat because that would be
No.
silly.
But eventually you will get there as well.
It ain't
Yeah.
flaccid.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm walking home.
Is that the note that we leave on?
That's the note that we
Putting
leave.
putting the acid back in flaccid. Is that what, like?
Guys, all right, let's go. Let's go. We're leaving. We're heading towards, I think, Hylian Descent, who's playing Palia, which is a super cozy game. I think we all need some wholesome vibes. Some casual gardening, please.
Sure.
I love casual gardening.
We love casual gardening.
All right.
Everyone, thank
up
you
that
so
rate.
much for today. Don't forget that we're doing a charity drive this month. Tune in on the 26th for Big Pride Game Day. And you can now find the Natural 30s on the bigger podcast formats. However, they will be uploaded after the YouTube, so probably somewhere around a week after live stream. So if you want to catch up live, you got to do it on Twitch. If you want to watch the VODs, you do it on YouTube. If you want the podcast, you can do that too. Everyone, have a great night.
All the other places. All right, bye.
All the other places. Goodbye.